There we go. We have liftoff. Hello, Steelers fans. Touchdown on the play. Sorry for the delays. Technical problems as usual for me. Aaron Rodgers with the swing pass to Gainwell for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Can you hear me now? Yes, you can. Thank God. God, I am the worst. All of you guys, please pray for me to start making money so I can hire all of you to run the technical aspect, to have people on my show. I've told you this before, Project Athenia. I've told you guys this before. I've gotten 2 offers so far for, what is that called? For sponsoring. And the companies were both owned by Coca-Cola and Pepsi. So, they like come in and they want to pay you pebbles for nothing. Like they don't want to give any money. It's like a flat fee of $100 and then like $30 every time you play an ad. I'm like, dude, you guys have millions of dollars. Fine, I don't have millions of subs or millions of views yet, but still 20,000 people, thousands, there's people watching what I'm doing. So they said, I basically overpriced myself out of the offers that I got. But I'm telling you now, and I'm not, that's why I'm putting this on camera, because I always stick to my word. When I finally make money and I can pay you to be on the show, or I can pay you to handle the technical work, that's the plan. Because I can't do technical shit. You got to see me behind the scenes, like when it comes to this technical types of issues that I have. Dude, I'm not a phone person. I'm not a computer person. I don't know how to do any of it. I just want to get on the show, talk about ideas, talk about the Steelers, and just work, and that's it. I don't want to think about doing anything else. So just hang in there with me, and hopefully things change sooner than later. Did you guys see Mike Tomlin's son go after me? Did you see Mike Tomlin's son go after me on TikTok? Joey Flacco is 12-1 against Steelers. Let's make it 12-0. Oh, he's 12-11. Sorry, my glasses ain't on. Any of you guys see what happened on TikTok with me and Mike Tomlin's son? Did you see it, all seeing Goy? Is that what the yup is? Did you see that? So, if for all you that don't know, Mike Tomlin. Yes, he was. So this is what happened. Mike Tomlin's son was on TikTok. I'm going to make a video about it later because I've been setting up my background the last couple of days. That's why I haven't been making videos. I've been setting up my background in a room. And he's on TikTok and he's saying, he's on there and he's like, oh, my content isn't for old white people. Fuck you all. Fuck y'all. And then all of his followers are in the comments like, yeah, fuck old white people. Fuck white people, blah, blah, blah. So I made a comment. I went on there and I was like, you know what's funny? Good thing Art Rooney didn't feel that way about your father before he gave him an opportunity of a lifetime. Good thing it wasn't, he didn't have this the same feelings. So he makes a response video. And he's like, oh, it's not the same. I'm like, yo, your double standard is laughable. Because if a white NFL coach, his son was on here saying this about black people, saying, oh, my content is not for old black people, Roger Goodell would shut the league down and everybody would have to be re-educated and there would be end racism video, stickers in the back of the end zone. So needless to say, he lost his mind. He's called me all types of names. But it's always okay for Mike Tomlin's son. Like any other coach would have got fired for his son saying the types of things that he said. Game's back on. We'll get back to that later. TJ Watt, big stop in the backfield for a loss. Swing pass on the play. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on OBS Studio so you could see word for word what he said and word for word what I said and the response to that. So he's just a coddled. You know what it is? He's a coddled. He's a coddled, spoiled brat that has. If it wasn't for the old white man that he hates so much, he wouldn't have grew up in a mansion. Can you please explain how whatever, dude. Beautiful play for no gain. James Pierre with the stop. So, he he's just a spoiled. He's just a spoiled kid that's been spoiled his whole life. You know, grew up in a mansion, grew up, you know, for the life that we all dream of. And now he's trying to be like a hood superstar. You know, he's trying to be all ghetto and he hates all white people. Blah. You know, I heard it all before. Whatever. But that was Tomlin's son. He's on there. If you go to his TikTok, you could see it. 3rd and 11 for the Bengals. Is that Flacco in there? Yeah, it's Flacco. I thought Joe Burrow was coming back today. Is that Flacco? Yeah, it's Flacco. They got enough for the first down, of course. Yeah, Pierre's been pretty good. Bro, we're not doing the thing today with the Europeans or foreigners asking us why it's called a football. I don't got time for that. Idiots. Bengals, 2nd and 10. Steelers look like they came ready to play today, thank God. The black and gold uniforms look absolutely beautiful as they always do. So, what is this fucking thing? Come on, dude, what is this? All right, what is this stupid sticker? What the fuck? Flacco in the shotgun. Hand off to his right. Picks up 2 or 3. Nick Herbig is better be out there being the starter, I could tell you that. Third and 6 for the Bengals right now. Yep, Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. Steelers showing blitz. I like when they take out Hayward and they bring in Jack Sawyer to rush up the middle. Bengals have enough for the first down, of course. Brandon, are you bored or something? I mean, seriously, it's so stupid. Your argument's just so dumb. We got to hear about soccer. We don't care about soccer in America. If you play soccer in America, you're a weirdo. What's up, Joshua Garcia? How are you, bro? What's going on? What's up, buddy? Why are Europeans gay? Yeah. Why do you wear Speedos to the beach? You think that's a good look? With your guts hanging out everywhere? First of all, I don't care if you were ripped like a model. Do you really think it's a good idea to wear a Speedo to the beach? Let's go Steelers. Exactly. Don't you love how Europeans look down on Americans? Like, you know, they think they're so bougie and we're just so whatever, you know. Dude, I could be 3% body fat. I wouldn't wear a Speedo to the beach, ever. Oui, bonjour, whatever. Flacco moving the Bengals right down the field on the Steelers. Go figure. 2nd and 3 Bengals at the Steelers' 42-yard line. Joe Flacco under center. Jamar Chase comes in motion. Handoff up the middle. Brown breaks the tackle. Breaks another tackle. First down Bengals. Picks up about 12 on the play. Here we go. Pick up a 15 on the play. You know, this is what happens every single week that I try to live stream. You want to know what happens? I try to have the camera horizontally, right? And then I go to put it on and it says, you must turn the camera vertically to go live. I want to go live horizontally. But if I schedule it to go live, it doesn't let me. If I go horizontally and go live without scheduling it, it allows me to do it. Does anybody know what the F the problem is? Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Wow, T. Higgins, touchdown Bengals. Flag on the play. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on, Pittsburgh. It's going to be a touchdown Bengals. Unbelievable is right, all-seeing Goy. Wow. Jack Sawyer got routed up on the play. Do spirits get tired of tarot? I don't know, dude. Do I look like a fortune teller, you idiot? Bro, can we just talk? Like, we could talk about anything, but... Yeah, I look more like... Yeah, says the guy that doesn't even have his profile picture up. I love these guys that come on here and they start, like, throwing insults around, and they don't even have profile pictures up. Right? So that leads me to believe that you have purple hair, a septum ring through your nose, and hey, we're all a little bit out of shape, but you're probably, like, 495 pounds. But whatever, dude. Isn't your gender... Shouldn't you be making an appointment for your gender reassignment surgery? Okay, then put your picture up. You're not even mad. If you're going to insult people and whatever, if you're going to have a conversation, at least be a man and put your face behind what you got to say. You could say a lot of things about me, but guess what? You know exactly who's saying it. Well, you came on a football podcast to talk about tarot cards. So who's the idiot? Okay, well, you're on here talking about spirits and tarot cards. We're talking about football. No one's talking to you, whatever you're... Handoff straight up the middle, direct snap. He's going to be... It's no good. Why would the Bengals go for a 2-point conversion? Pittsburgh Steelers 7, Bengals 6. Like, are the Bengals trying to lose the game for the draft? Why would they go for a 2-point conversion, the Bengals? All right, Brandon, you're about to go on block. You're annoying. Exactly. Project Athenia nailed it on the head, dude. We don't drink tea and play soccer. We're a violent nation. We like violence. Yeah, I like to eat steak. What's next? We should all be vegan? Brandon Shields, you're not listening to what I'm saying. America likes violence. They like violent sports. They like, you know. Yeah, okay. All right, now we're on here talking about the Vietnam War. All right, dude, I'm done. Go figure out what a football is. Hopefully somebody throws one at your head, and then you can figure it out. Okay, Brad, you're just so smart. Let the Brit come in and educate everybody, because everybody's just so stupid. Only the English are so smart, dude. Dino Tomlin is a clown. Dino Tomlin is a clown. He is a racist little spoiled brat. Dino Tomlin is a clown. As a kid growing up in Australia, thinking about playing in the NFL, that was so far-fetched. So seeing people wear my jersey is kind of like Dino Tomlin is a clown.
What's better after 50 wins, gym or Tai Chi?
One builds ego, the other reverses time.
Yeah, I was confused why Sawyer was in coverage 2, Aussie and Goy. That's a good point.
You'll see your energy. In 2 weeks, you'll feel your breath. In 3 weeks, you'll have...
Well, I'll give you one thing that you're saying that's kind of accurate. I mean, rugby is pretty rough, dude. So I can't disagree with you there. It is pretty rough, dude. I don't know if Chase Brown could throw. I'm having a bad hair day. I can't disagree. Jalen Warren.
The wind is whipping and swirling in all directions down here at field level. It's especially heavy in the south end of the stadium. There was actually a college game here yesterday on this field between Pitt and Notre Dame, but the field conditions are better than expected with no rain overnight. There are some sections of it that are better than others, but a bunch of dig-out props to the grounds crew who was hard at work following that game, making necessary repairs. A lot of guys wearing those 7-stud screw-in cleats today, though.
Well, you answered my question. I was going to throw it back down here for that. Yeah, here comes Gabe. Well, in motion on a second down and 8. He gets the pass. A one-handed grab. A block by Metcalf.
Nice, Gainwell.
By Oren Burks, who played last year for the champion Eagles, up to about the 29 on a pickup of 8. And very close to a Steeler first down. And they're going to move it. First down, another one. More than we
I don't know if Chase Brown could throw. Aaron Rodgers looks cold, and I don't know. He always has this face on. I'm having a bad hair day. Aaron Rodgers under center. Play fake. He's looking deep, scrambling to his right. Dumps it down. Pass falls incomplete. Jalen Warren. All Europeans wear Speedos to the beach, dude. What are you talking about?
we watch Metcalf, and maybe he had a little bit of space. Well, the hard play fake there to the right. He's trying to watch with the play fake there. He's trying
Paula Bida Smitra 191. How are you? Whatever that thing is.
But back to your question, Kevin. He said he breaks the huddle and starts low to high. It starts with the front tucker. As some Murphy jumps off sides there.
Nice, Gainwell.
So both starting defensive ends are out today for this Cincinnati defense. Henderson and Stewart. And they're going to have to kind of mix and match with the rotation of edge rushers this afternoon. Well, the former first-round pick Murphy there.
Aaron Rodgers looks cold, and I don't know. He always has this face.
Aaron Rodgers out of the pocket that caused him to get frustrated and throw the ball out to his right. In the run game, he was in the backfield at that time, just too eager, jumping off sides.
Aaron Rodgers, handoff straight up the middle. Jalen Warren breaks a tackle. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, handoff straight up the middle. Jalen Warren breaks the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Steelers. Do I know Tom Brady? I don't care about Tom Brady, bro. I only follow the Steelers. I mean, not. I mean, I don't really pay attention to Tom. 3rd and 2 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Gainwell to his right. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Handoff straight up the middle. He's going to be stopped short. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Gainwell to his right. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Handoff straight up the middle. He's going to be stopped short. He's not going to have enough for the first down. He plays for the Chiefs. 4th and 1. Steelers are going for it. They know their season's on the line. He plays for the Chiefs. Tush push, Connor Hayward. Steelers are going for it. He don't have enough. They know their season's on the line. He don't have enough. He did not get it. He did not get that. Tush push, Connor Hayward. He don't have wow, Steelers got a gift. He don't have enough. Steelers got a gift. He did not get it. Adam Brummy, what's up? Hi, buddy. Wow, Steelers got a gift. That is a gift. Got a gift. Refs got money on the game. Adam Brummy, what's up? Hi, buddy. Yeah, I'll take it too. That is a gift. Wow, Steelers got lucky. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, that was pretty. I think they should have did play fake. Wow, Steelers got lucky. You know, let me turn it down. That's why. What about the echo now? Can you hear it? I appreciate that. Telling me that. When's your sentencing? What does that mean? Thanks. Yeah, I had to turn the volume down on my computer. Should I turn the TV all the way down too, you think, or no? No, a little bit. Oh, I see what you're saying. When they say if a sponsor offers you money and they say what's your flat fee, do they mean you get a flat fee every month, or do they mean just in general? Because I said my flat fee was $5,000. Now, if the flat fee was every month, I would probably lower it so I could pay employees. Like I'd say, okay, but dude, again, it's Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They got money, so to me, it's like they should just pay me the money. I guess I haven't heard back from them in more than a month. So. I guess I outpriced myself. I got all these scammers on my TikTok pretending to sell tickets. And this girl, it was pretty believable because she had videos up with her son. And she's like, oh, I got 2 tickets to, she's like, I have season tickets. I'm selling the Bengals tickets, the Bills tickets, and the Dolphins tickets. So I was like, oh, all right, I'll take 2 tickets to the Bills and the Dolphins. And she's like, oh, okay, $400. I'm like, $400 for both tickets and both games? She's like, yeah. So then yesterday she sends me, oh, tell me what your Ticketmaster email is. So I tell her, and I'm expecting her to request money from me. Then she texts me back and she goes, oh, can you pay with Apple Pay? Then the bullshit started. You could tell it was a scam. And I was like, you know what? Keep messing with me and just might end up, they might just find you floating in a river somewhere. So if you ever go on my TikTok and people are trying to sell you tickets, be very, very careful and very wary. Aaron Rodgers under center. Pitch back to Gainwell, straight up to middle, picks up 2. Suamalo's on the field for the Steelers. Good to see him back. Dude, did I ever tell you guys this? I was at the Cowboys game, and Suamalo's brother and some of his family members were sitting behind me. Bro, his brother's head is like this. It's like the size of a drum. They're humongous. The whole fam, they're big. And I don't mean like big like in a bad way. They're just huge people. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Scourneck comes in motion. Play fake. Aaron Rodgers looks over the middle. Looked like pass interference on DK Metcalf. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Yeah, Project Alethea. Is that... I always might be saying your name, Project Alethea. Or I always say Project Athenia. That's what I call it. Yeah, I would have definitely went to see the Bills and the Dolphins, but I knew I even told her before it got nasty. I was like, "You sure you want $200 for 2 tickets for both games?" And it was good seats too. It was like section 136, row 00. You know, it wasn't bad behind the Steelers bench. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Thrown to Austin. Austin picks up 4 or 5. Brings up 4th down for the Steelers. So the Steelers get a gift and can't convert. And they fall short. It's 4th and 4. Oh, okay. I call my... No problem. I'll call it that for now. Channel PA. Ben Skowronek looking like Bradley Cooper's twin brother. Punt is away for the Steelers. Dude, wait till I do the video on Tomlin's son. Like, in today's day and age, like, nobody thinks it's a big deal. But here's the problem that I have with it. It's like, we all know if it was a white coach's son saying it, the white coach would be forced to apologize. He would be fired from his job. You know, he does look like him, doesn't he? He does look like Bradley Cooper. He looks like, you know what? Remember the movie where Bradley Cooper takes the medicine to get smarter, and he's kind of like messy and disheveled at the beginning, and then he takes the medicine, he starts to look more presidential-like with a short haircut. That's what Skowronek reminds me of in that movie. Like Mike Tomlin's son, when he talks shit to me today, I'm like, yo, let's meet in person and we'll box as long as it goes on video. And deep down inside, when he's laying face down on the concrete, his father won't say it out loud, but his father will be thinking in his mind, good, because that's what he needed. Because he's just a punk. That's what he is. He's just a... You got to see he tries to be like Antonio Brown online. He's just a clown. What up, Rogue X? How you doing? Cowboys fan in the house. He always joins me weekly. I appreciate that. My store, some people, I forget the name of the company, they reach out to YouTube. Once you get monetized, this YouTube store that all like the big YouTubers, I'm not saying I'm a big YouTuber because I'm obviously not, but the YouTube company reaches out to you and they're like, oh, we'll build your store for you so you can have your stuff up so you don't have to sell other people's products. Because if you notice in my video, I always tag Steeler jerseys and iPhones, which nobody's ever bought yet. But when I get my own merch, I'm going to send you guys some merch. please just like wear it and like make a video like, yeah, I got Steel City Football merch on, blah blah. But I'm gonna send quite a few of you guys that are always commenting on my stuff. I'm gonna send you guys some merch when the story. I know it seems like forever. I'm not just talking. It just takes. I don't know. All this mechanical stuff for me, it just takes forever, dude. Behind the scenes, it's just like I sent them like designs that I like, and then they keep mailing me they keep emailing me back like, oh, do you like it like this? Do you like it like that? And so far, I kind of don't like it, so I'm just having them change it. I'll put it to you this way, and I'm not trying to talk like a big shot because I'm not making, bro. If you've seen what I've been through on YouTube, I'm not even gonna tell my story because it's boring. Number one, and number two, nobody wants to hear about people crying and complaining. But the one bright thing is this: if I can have a YouTube channel that's doing okay, anybody could do it. Because when I tell you that I'm computer illiterate, like I literally have a preschool education in computers, that's a good sign for everybody else. Just don't listen to anybody that tells you, like, if you're not famous or you're not doing outrageous stuff, like stupid stuff, and you're talking about serious topics and you're trying to be somewhat yourself, if you don't post every day for the most part, don't listen to people that just, oh, you could post once a week. That's not going to cut it. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. Handoff straight up the middle. Picks up about 2. Well, that's a good sign. Jamar Chase got no receptions on the day. Flacco in the shotgun, 3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the bottom. Jamar Chase to the top of the screen. Man comes in motion. Flacco looking to his right. Pass is complete to Jamar Chase. Has enough for the first down. Steelers gang tackle him. 1st and 10 Bengals. Oh, I can't stand Jamar Chase. Little cupcake. No, we're playing the Bengals, man. You know why I didn't sleep last night? Because my dog, for whatever the reason, just would not go to sleep. Jumping up and down, running around. I did not sleep at all. Joe Flacco looking left. Intended for Jamar Chase. Pass ball's incomplete. Joey Porter on the coverage. Joey's always talking after the play, but he should shut up because we all know the penalty's coming soon. Yeah, bro, it just shows you how slow I am. I got a MacBook and an iPhone, and I can't. Bro, if you were here listening to me when I got it set up, going absolutely insane, losing my mind, you would laugh your ass off. That video would probably get more together. When you say Apple does all the technical stuff, what do you mean they do? Like, oh, you're saying I should let Apple set up all my stuff? Is that what you're saying? Well, let me tell you, if the Steelers lose the game today, I'll be mad. But if they lose the game and Jamar Chase doesn't catch any, I don't want Jamar Chase to beat the Steelers today. They can beat us any other way but Jamar Chase beating us. Third and 8. Jack Sawyer showing blitz. Blitzing up the middle. Nick Herbig almost gets a sack. TJ Watt hits Joe Flacco. Ball goes up in the air. It's going to be 4th down Bengals. Come on! This pussy league! What the fuck? This National Pussy League! fucking penalty on this bullshit. Come on! You can fucking hit the quarterback! What the fuck? Fuck Roger Goodell. National Pussy League.
It's 1st and 10. The penalties on the Steelers early on. The running back is Taj Brooks.
Yeah, it was roughing the passer. It's bullshit.
1st and 10. Brooks the call. Piron is injured. Tackle made by Derek Harder. Jumps out there and Genie gets to the 45 and the game 5. Let's talk about what you just saw moments ago.
Yeah, Roger Goodell, that's what you just fucking saw.
I was looking at is when you watch J.J. Watt make that tackle on Joe Flacco. Flacco's kind of contorted sideways, so the fall is not a normal fall. And to me, it doesn't look like his entire body weight falls on Joe
You can't put your body weight on the quarterback. It's liberal bullshit.
to the side of Flacco. That's why
National Pussy League.
body weight foul. Jalen, thank you. 2nd and 5. Chase Brown back in. There's a whistle, and it's against Cincinnati. False start. That's on the rookie and a 3rd-round pick out of Georgia, Dylan Fairchild.
God, I hate Roger Goodell.
He landed on his left shoulder.
Yo, you can't hit the fucking quarterback. It's fucking football.
Well, and you got to remember that's where Watt was on top of the line. So if he didn't get riveted to the ground, you still have the body weight of T.J. Watt making on that.
Yeah, and of course the announcers defend that shit. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry I'm cursing. I try not to curse, but I can't take this pussy league anymore.
Brown, 2nd and 10, finds a sliver, then is grabbed on the play by Peyton Wilson. He's the leading tackler for this number 28 Pittsburgh defense. First trip to New York and Adam Shine.
Can't hit the quarterback because of Roger Goodell. Politician. Oh, yeah, he's so worried about player safety, but we have Thursday night football, right? Oh, yeah, it's all about player safety, but we have Thursday night football. Fuck Roger Goodell. Typical politician. Flacco in the shotgun, back to his left. T. Higgins comes in motion to the top of the screen. Joe Flacco looking. He's got time. Throwing deep. Pass is broken up by James Pierre. Beautiful play. Plays the ball in the air. 4th and 6 for the Bengals. God, that better have happened. I'm telling you right now. If the Bengals would have scored on that drive after that bullshit call, I'd go crazy. God, I hate Roger Goodell. Destroyed the NFL. As a defensive back playing cover 2, you can God forbid you hit the. When's the last time you've seen a safety blow up a wide receiver?
Rico with the touchback. Only the 8th touchback on 39 punts this season. A lot of wind to deal with. Steelers by 1. Here comes Aaron Rodgers.
He had to destroy the league with his bullshit, man. It's really what it is.
Right now, during the Jeep Black Friday sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport Pass gas model for $359 a month for purchase and get no monthly payments for 90 days.
It's not just a burrito. Ten-hill, flavor wrapped.
Really fresh. Really wicked.
From the farm. Fresh every day.
Responsible. Without that bad stuff, it's magic happens.
That's still the best, baby. 100% young. Literally massive deliciousness.
I gotta take my mic off because I gotta charge my phone. You know, because today I'm just discombobulated.
Cell phones and cell crazy horizons. But things change. Now T-Mobile has the best network. Well, like a lot. But I'm just another guy that has the same thing. Only first. That's true.
Bad hair day. Got my period. Can you guys hear me? I got no mic on. I had to charge up my phone. Can you hear me? Let me know, please. Anybody?
Second consecutive punt by the Steelers, who will have empty bank is Charlie Jones. The lead grabbing that ball, bouncing of the 25, and picked up and touchdown
Thanks, Rogue. Appreciate it.
by Roman Wilson. So it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals, the AFC North.
Yeah. AFC North football. Roger Goodell tries to destroy it. It's too violent for his gay ways. Mr. Femininity himself, the politician. Roger Goodell, shitbag that he is. Shit human being. The TJ Watt roughing call makes me go effing crazy. Can you imagine that cost you a Super Bowl? Could you imagine like that hit on like going to the Super Bowl, you lose a game because of that rough, because you can't put your body weight on an effing quarterback? Anybody that defends Roger Goodell, you're not a man, okay? You have a vagina. That's what you have. Because the man is a total piece of garbage. Oh, player safety, player safety. Do you know what the most dangerous thing is for NFL players? Thursday Night Football. Because your body can't recover. So he's just full of shit. Roger Goodell is just a piece of shit. That's what he is. There's no other way to describe Roger Goodell than a politician piece of shit, because that's what the man is. He has single-handedly destroyed the NFL. He has made. I say this all the time. I only love the Steelers. That's the team I follow. But I used to watch every game to know what was going on. When the Steelers are done, I don't watch football because I hate. Roger Goodell has ruined the National Football League. The National Pussy League, it should be called. The defensive backs, you're not allowed to leave your feet to hit somebody, right? But a running back and a wide receiver can jump over your head during a play. But as a defensive back or any defender, you can't leave your feet to tackle somebody, but they can jump over you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Please do. Nobody hates Roger Goodell more than me. Nobody. It's impossible. It's impossible to hate somebody as much as I hate Roger Goodell. I hate the man. James Harrison said it best. If the man was on fire, I wouldn't piss on him to put it out. Even Troy Polamalu came, who never says anything about, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Even Troy Polamalu came out and said, what is this, the National Pussy League? I agree, Project PA. I agree with you. But the international games, the Thursday night football, the no-hitting, he's ruined the league. All for the money. Just like America. Why are we all living in poverty? Why are we all living in poverty in America? Why is there no more middle class? You know why? I voted for President Trump 3 times. Guess where all our money's going? To a country in the Middle East. $4 billion a year. That turns out to 44 million a day. So we all live in poverty. And because he sold out for the money. Just like Roger Goodell, the NFL is sold out for money. So the game fucking sucks now. There's no other way I can say it. Yeah, let's make it something that it's not. Let's make it, it's not a violent game. Fucking clown. There you go. Project PA said it best. It's not America first. We know what country comes first. It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrats. I was fooled. I was duped. It doesn't matter. Both parties are bought and paid for by a certain country. We know who it is. It is, and that's why we all live in poverty. That's why it's impossible for you to survive here unless you're making $200,000 a year. 3rd and 15 Bengals. He was under pressure. TJ Watt and Herbig were coming. Exactly, dude. And you know what? You know what? Flacco in the shotgun. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Bengals. They're going to have to punt. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left to the half. Here's the thing. J.D. Vance's career is over. Barron Trump, of course they were going to let Barron Trump run, right? They were going to tell him to run. And all they were going to tell him was, is it going to be the same deal that we had with you and your father? We'll get you elected. Barron Trump will never win now because of the way that President Trump screwed over his voters. It's over. President Barron Trump's political career is over before it started. So, and I don't get... See, I expect it from Kamala Harris and Democrats to do effed up stuff, right? I expect that. What's the worst kind of betrayal? The worst kind of betrayal is somebody that you have faith in. So my hatred for him now is worse than for Kamala and Joe Biden. If you think I couldn't stand them, I can't stand him even 20 times worse at this point. So I don't want your $2,000 stimulus check. You know what I want? I want my vote back, you piece of shit. America last. And then did you hear what he said the other day? He wants to bring 300,000 Chinese students in. He wants to bring 300,000 Chinese students in to take over, to go to colleges. There's only so many spots in the top colleges. Then he wants to bring in 500,000 Indians for certain jobs. So that eliminates 500,000 American workers from the job market. So how is that America first? So over 1 million people from different countries are taking over American jobs in American colleges. There you go. I should say American college spots. Excuse me. I don't know what Modi is. What is that? I love Modi? What does that mean? Well, good news if Aaron retires. Just I'm flock. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Paula Bid Mistra. I don't know what I love Modi means. What does that mean? We're everybody in America, unless you're making. I don't know anything about what goes on in other countries. We got enough problems here. Sorry. Our politicians sell us out left and right here for every country in the world. You know, it's just stupid old Americans. You know, as we're a country that's we're trillions in debt as we give billions away to foreign countries, right? As American people here suffer, as they close all our jobs down, right? President Trump is a fraud. That's what he is. They're all frauds. There isn't the only politician that doesn't take AIPAC money is Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Trump is already trying to come out and make sure she loses in the primary to get rid of her. So that's what it is. AIPAC is a foreign agent on American soil, influencing our elections and buying our politicians. It's a money laundering scheme. That's all it is. They put $250 million into the election, right, to make President Trump win. And then when Trump gets in, he gives them billions of dollars in return. That's all it is. I mean, I like Putin. You know why I respect Putin? Listen, I'm not into communism, and I believe the first thing that God gave all of us is freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom of speech. If you notice, that's the first thing God did for humans. But the one thing that I respect about Putin is this. Even though he doesn't let them live freely, he puts his people first. Like, if you F with us, too bad the American politicians didn't fight as hard for us as they do for Israel. Too bad. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. And it doesn't mean I don't like Jewish people. It just means I have a problem with Israel. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. He's got plenty of time. Throws it down to Freiermuth. Freiermuth makes a move. Got enough for a first down. Steelers 1st and 10 at the Bengals 45. At the Steelers 45. Excuse me. Great play by Pat Freiermuth. What's that blue thing? What is that?
Rodgers is looking upfield and throws to him late, almost a no-look pass. If you look at where his head was located as he was throwing that ball, and Carter just not able to make an adjustment as Freiermuth works it to the inside.
Aaron Rodgers played much better today. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. Roman Wilson comes in motion to the top of the screen. DK Metcalf. Aaron Rodgers is looking Roman Wilson's way. He's under pressure. Better get rid of the ball. Pass falls incomplete. Intended for Jono Smith. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Kevin, this is really good coverage all over the place. Tanu, who was over there, the right tackle, 76, and holding him off as long as he could, Miles Murphy.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. The only country I worried about is America. I'm not worried about Ukraine, Russia, Mexico, Venezuela. That's the only country I worried about is America. That's it. So, not a big deal. Second and 10 for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers under pressure. He's scrambling. He's looking around. He's sacked. Aaron Rodgers is brought down at the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 21 for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Instead, with the sack, Hill gets a sack for the second consecutive game. And Murphy comes up as they split it half sack for each. It was great talking to Hill in the meetings yesterday. Just
3rd and 21 for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. He's got plenty of time. Checks it down to Darnell Washington. I don't know why these receivers, I don't know why they leap. Let's say it's 3rd and 21 and they get 8 yards and they jump into the air. Do you want to like turn the ball over? Do you want to fumble the ball? Just stupid, man. They just can't help themselves. Always doing dumb shit. Always. Always doing dumb shit. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty lame. I agree. I mean, it just seems... You ever notice other... I know it's not college football, obviously, but it just seems like other teams are so much more creative in getting certain players open. And it always seems like you ever play Madden and you just send all your guys deep, and by the time they get in the spots, like, everybody's covered and it turns into, like, little kid football where everybody just runs 30 yards deep and then, like, they're trying to run... horizontally to get open. That's what it seems like the Steelers do with their routes. Like, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like they... It always just seems to me like they have problems scheming to get people open. That's just how it seems. I agree.
Just as eight. I thought you said you researched this. All paints the same. No, they're not. Get the look paint brand in America at an everyday low price. Only at Home Depot.
When do you think we'll see Asante Samuel Jr.? When you think he'll be in the game next week, the following week? Because here's the thing, right? If you go 4 receivers wide, 5 receivers wide, that pretty much puts another team in man coverage. So why wouldn't you try to get DK Metcalf in one-on-one coverage as much as you can and just throw him the ball no matter what? Just be like, all right, F it. It's about players, not plays, but you gotta set the players up. Why are we like? You should always go 4 wide, 5 wide, and try to get them in single coverage and just throw them the football. Yeah, exactly. When the season's over, yeah, let's try that, all right? Exactly. Can't disagree with you. I mean, think about this today. The Bengals, both star defensive outside linebackers, defense ends, whatever they are. Hendrickson and the Shamar Stewart, they're out. And the Steelers can only still put up 7 points. That's like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think the Bills are going to put it on us bad. I think the Bills are going to beat us by like 30 points. I got a bad feeling about the Bills game. Because Josh Allen, he ain't, forget it. Yeah. 1st and 10 Bengals. They're at their own 17-yard line. Joe Flacco handoff straight up the middle. Jack Sawyer with the tackle. Picks up about 2. I thought Joe Burrow was supposed to be back today. Where is he? Like, what's the deal? Hurt shoulder? What's going on?
Flacco's face when he threw on Thursday of last week to see if you could see a grimace. Flacco gave him nothing. It's the same thing today down on the Bengals bench. His expression has not changed, but you know he can't be comfortable, guys.
Trent, it rarely does change. Yeah, he's just got a great demeanor in terms of not getting too high, too low, just staying in the
Flacco's under pressure. Jack Sawyer chasing him down. He dumps it off to Brown. Picks up 3. He gets smashed by 4 Steelers. Oh, he got hit hard. Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Queen converge on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. 4 minutes left to the half. Pittsburgh Steelers 7, Cincinnati Bengals 6.
also a lot was made about the defenses on both sides of the ball and how they've been ineffective this year. But so far in this first half, you mentioned 5 punts already in a row. Back-to-back touchdowns to open this game, and the defenses have really settled in here since the beginning drives.
Jamar Chase just one catch so far, 3rd and 6 from the block. Here's a nice one in the catch.
And they have enough for the first down. Joe Flacco dumps it off to Brown. He picks up like 13. Typical Steelers right before the half. Let's give up some points, right? Yeah.
Well, Chase comes out like he's going to hit TJ Watt, and then he just slips him and gets up the field. Really well-designed play there, catching him in man coverage. Nobody in the middle there for Chase Brown as he makes a nice one-handed catch to convert.
Higgins has caught a 28-yard touchdown pass from Flacco after Gainwell got a short catch and run of 11 yards on a touchdown pass by Rodgers. 2-point try by the Bengals, no good. It's 1st and 10. The running back was
TJ Watt brings the pressure, almost has a sack, gives him an alligator roll, but misses. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals.
TJ just about had him.
Well, he goes down level. Watch the move that he puts on Mims.
Nice spin move.
To the inside, he has a clean shot. Flacco's able to get away. Just a swipe at the
Beautiful spin move by TJ Watt.
What a great move on Mims by TJ Watt.
One more sack, he's going to pass his brother JJ. 2nd down, 10. Running back is Brown. Tight end Hudson on the move. Chase Brown, black tie Hudson, and the twirling move with the tackle made by Peyton Wilson near the 41.
I mean, we can't say the Steelers' defense hasn't played better because they have played better in this game, obviously. Can anybody explain to me why the Bengals went for a 2-point conversion on their first score? It's like, are you trying to lose on purpose so you could, is the kicker, like, you have no backup kicker even if the kicker's hurt? Like, why would you do that?
importance of this game. He said, I'm not normally a standings or stats guy, but because I thought it was important for them to understand.
Joe Flacco got plenty of time under pressure, gets the ball. Come on, Duggar. Kyle Duggar should have had an interception. Should have had a pick 6.
Pressure was coming up the middle from Keanu Benton, right in the grill of the quarterback, Flacco.
Watch Duggar. He's going to come from off the screen here. The stumble by Chase, and then watch.
Here we go again. Why can't the Steelers defensive back last week, 2 interceptions, dropped them. Kyle Duggar gets the interception thrown right. It's like they can't catch a ball. You got to make those plays. That's the difference between being a great team and a team that's barely going to make the playoffs. Should have been a pick 6. Calvin Austin picks up the punt at our own 2-yard line. Yeah, it's bad, man. I mean, how do you drop that? You saw it. How do you drop that? I mean, that should be a pick 6 in the end zone. Any other safety makes the play. Derwin James on the Chargers. Any other defensive back in the league gets the pick, runs it right to the house. Like, all these guys, they think, listen, you're going to say, oh, I like Troy Polamalu, the player. As a person, he gets on my nerves in the way he treats Steelers fans and the things that he says about he gets to me. But Troy Polamalu doesn't drop that pass. He picks it off and goes in for the touchdown. I hate the Steelers. Well, I'm glad you're here, Japan 800. I mean, thanks for stopping in, even though you hate the Steelers. You know, whatever. This is America. You're free to hate whoever you want, but I mean, whatever. What team do you like?
How about that 2 for 25? You want that?
The Jets.
Like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger. Sound good, anyone? Smart kid. Applebee's 2 for 25. Why not get 2?
I mean, dude, think about it. Even if we make the playoffs, what are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do in the playoffs? Nothing.
Just give an extra hand. You give your whole heart because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter. This is your game. Medella, the marketable fighter. USAA presents the Salute to Service moment.
Victor Garnett. Hopefully somebody tries that on your face, but hey, whatever. Maybe you got some kinks you need to work out before you get on social media. Hopefully somebody tries that on you. No big deal. We're all into some kinky stuff. Interesting name though, Victor Garnett. But anyway. Of course you would like the Dallas Cowboys. They're the national. Did you hear what Jerry Jones said in open court? He said, I intentionally say things that are just outrageous just to get headlines. Because, you know, after all, the trillions of dollars that he's making is not good enough. And he could care less about football. He's another effing clown. I appreciate that, Japan 800. If you wish me all the best, send me like $1,000 so I can go to the next Steelers game. On you, of course.
Well, and just the fact that they're able to, hang on to the ball that long, but that just tells you the coverage. I just got done talking about the Steelers defense, the Bengals defense. Both these defenses, after the opening drive, have stepped up and are playing really well.
Gainwell gets the pitch, trying to get wide. Stop for no gain. Just the clown show. Clock is running. Minute 44 seconds left to the half. Wow. Personal foul on the Steelers. Going to push them back 15 yards. The Steelers are going to be on their own goal line right now. Watch. We're going to give up a sack right here.
Scores, news, highlights from week 11. Thank you, Bill. All coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report.
Well, you may say why? Why decline that? Well, because it's only half the distance, being at the 7-yard line, so second and 10 as opposed to first and 13 and a half, right? Something like that. So
A missed two-point conversion by Cincinnati. The difference in the game. Warren is the man. Rodgers in control.
Aaron Rodgers on the center. Roman Wilson comes in motion. Hands it off to Jalen Warren straight up the middle.
And initially on the play by Turner. Finished off by Osai and a couple others as they combine. It's a gain of 6.
Third and 4 for the Steelers coming up.
And a timeout taken on the play. And it's Cincinnati. And here is what they did. Where they look great and they open.
You know what it is, man? You know what it really is? Bro, just stop with all the sports are scripted. Okay, every game is not rigged. That's so stupid. It's just dumb already. You know what it is? There's just no more elite players anymore. There's no more elite players coming out of college. All right? What defensive back? When's the next time you're going to see a Troy Polamalu? When's the next time you're going to see a James Harrison? When's the next time you're going to see a Larry Foote? You know, a Casey Hampton, a Big Ben. The players are not that good anymore. You know why? Because they don't practice anymore. Two-a-days is gone. They can only practice an hour a day. Like these players are mediocre at best. You know, they're not good players. They're just not. Aaron Rodgers scrambling for his life, has enough for a first down. Picks up like 15 on the play. Dude, the sports scripted thing is getting old. There's nothing in this game today that tells me it's scripted, okay? Do I think that there's referees that probably have money on the game? Absolutely. You don't need a whole team to throw a game. Every game, for the most part, every NFL game comes down to 1, 2, 3 plays. All you need is for one ref to throw one flag at the worst time, and it changes the whole game. So I'm just not buying it.
Taylor Britt being helped off, as you can see. I'd like to see that again. I couldn't. The ball was so wobbly, but with the wind, you just don't know.
I mean, I agree. Aaron Rodgers this week, he looks today he looks much better than the way he looked last week. So he hasn't played. If it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers, we don't have any win. We have no wins on the season. So, he just had a bad week. He just sucked last week. That's it. It wasn't Tomlin's fault. He just was bad last week. Could you imagine if the Steelers took Shedeur Sanders over Derek Harmon? Where the Steelers would be right now? Could you imagine that Tomlin went for the hype and the pressure to draft Shedeur? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! The franchise would literally just evaporate. If the Steelers would have, when I made videos in the summertime, my first guy that I wanted, and he was up for grabs, was Matthew Stafford. If the Steelers had Matthew Stafford, forget it. Forget it. It's a flag, and it's going to be roughing on Aaron Rodgers. That's a bad call. I want the Steelers to win, but that's a bad call. It's happening like that. That's a bad call. Oh, I hate Roger Goodell, man. I hate him. I hate that bag of shit. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. DK Metcalf to the bottom of the screen. Aaron Rodgers looking. Oh, he completes it to Darnell. Watch Darnell Washington with a stiff arm. He's still going, the big man. He's in the Bengals territory. 31 yards on the play. Big country Darnell Washington puts out the big paw and knocks a defender down. What a stiff arm by Darnell Washington. He absolutely flattens who is that? Carter on the play with a stiff arm, breaks a tackle and runs 12 yards down the field. Aaron Rodgers, handoff to Gainwell, straight up the middle. Gainwell picks up a 12 on the play. Steelers are driving, 34 seconds remaining in the half. 1st and 10 Steelers in Bengals territory. Dude, he's huge. They say he's 280. I don't think he's 280. I think he's 300 pounds. I think he's definitely 300 pounds. Like Eric. I mean, I agree. Especially down in the red zone. You think he would just throw the ball up to him. He's 6'9", whatever he is. He can box defenders out, but he don't do it. I think Arthur Smith is like one of the most overrated offensive coordinators. And before he even came to the Steelers, I never got, even the Falcons, I didn't think they just had incredible players. Julio Jones, I never thought he was this big guru. I don't look at him like Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a guru. Rodgers in the shotgun. Play fake. Looking deep. He's got a lot of time. Pass falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Gainwell. Another flag. It's going to be roughing the passer again against the Bengals. Moving the Steelers 15 yards closer. Wow.
Also, side that's going to come off number 58. I don't know. I'd love to hear team's interpretation of that one. He didn't land on top of him. He hit him, and it went like he took 2 steps.
These are just bad calls, man. I want the Steelers to win. Roger Goodell could suck my... Can't say. He's just ruining the game. That's all he's doing. First and goal, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. DK Metcalf to the top of the screen with Jono Smith. Pat Freiermuth to the bottom of the screen. Gainwell to his left. Pitches it left to Gainwell. He's trying to get to the edge. Picks up about 3. The clock is running. Second and goal. Steelers take a timeout.
And Kevin, there was a defensive pass interference and 2 roughing the quarterback on this drive, so and extended by penalties.
Our rules analyst Gene Steratore now joins us. He's watching this drive. I know Gene with great interest. I think here, Kevin, if you watch the side's left arm, my assumption is that there's a blow to the head.
Yeah, of course Gene Stellator comes on and defends this bullshit. Dude, they're just fucking clowns. They're all liberal pussy clowns. That's all they are. You know, real men need to run the National Football League. This is a man's league. This is a man's game. This ain't fucking tennis. National Pussy League. Second and goal, Steelers. In the shotgun, Jono Smith comes in motion. Aaron Rodgers looking left. He pump fakes. He's under pressure. Scrambling around. Throws the ball up. Ooh, almost caught in the back of the end zone, but he's pushed out of bounds. Would have been a great catch by Gainwell for the score. Third and goal, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Take a look at some coverage here. He's trying to go out to the right because that's where the bunch formation is, and then he's working his way back to the middle. There's nowhere for him to go with the football, so I think he's honestly trying to throw it either to where his guy gets it or it's out of the back of the end zone.
Third and goal for the Steelers. 17 seconds left to the half. Pittsburgh Steelers 7. Cincinnati Bengals 6.
Extraordinary arm talent, and it was generational. Is generational in talent. As he's grabbing his wrist right there, he said, I broke my collarbone in 2017, and I've really noticed since then that maybe I'm not quite the same thrower I was early in my career.
Yeah, he grabbed his left elbow. I sort of looked there if he landed on that left side. He grabs the left wrist area, and something doesn't feel good on that left side.
By the way,
But he did say the collarbone was the thing that affected him the most in his career.
a broken collarbone back in 2017. Will Howard, for the first time, is the number 3 emergency quarterback. He scored the national championship last year. He broke a finger in rehab. Did not play in the preseason. But Howard is on the sideline today for Pittsburgh and
Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the two receivers to the top. Roman Wilson to the bottom. He's looking for Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson drops the ball. Brings up third and goal, Steelers.
situation to Aaron Rodgers. That's an account.
Well, this was an unusual drive. As you said, started at the 7-yard line. There were multiple big plays by the Steelers, multiple penalties.
Chris Boswell, the Terminator, comes on for the extra point.
What a great job.
Excuse me, extra point for the field goal.
Force him on a field goal attempt.
25-yard
Kick is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh Steelers 10, Cincinnati Bengals 6.
in the half. Cincinnati will retrieve the kickoff. To begin the second
Of course he was a Democrat. Can't you tell? Can't you say? Of course. I mean, thanks for the information, but we already knew that. He's a pussy. I mean, it's clear as day. Look at all the liberal insanity that goes on in the NFL. Look at it. He's a fuck. Liberalism has destroyed the United States of America. We're supposed to be men. It's a man's game. It's supposed to be violent. People are supposed to curse at each other. That's how it goes. They feminize everything they touch. That's all they want to do is feminize everything. Mike 3-point Tomlin. Exactly. It's all liberal behavior, dude. We should all cut our dicks off at halftime. If it was up to Roger Goodell, we'd have a dick cutting ceremony. Every man should line up with their NFL jersey on, and we're going to cut your dick and balls off. Prove your femininity.
Charlie Jones on the move, on the fly, and cuts outside. He takes the deep well and rocked up at the 39 special teams with 3 seconds to go in your right.
It's just sickening, ain't it, dude? It's just sickening. Everything they touch, they destroy. ESPN is ruined. National Football League is ruined.
That was the struggling point for both sides, both the Steelers and the Bengals.
You're not allowed to be a man anymore. That's the fucking problem. We have a deeper issue here. You just can't be a man anymore. Because they don't want you to be leaders of your family. That's what it is. They want your family to be in a disarray. They want your family to be bickering and arguing. They don't want the man to be the leader of the family. That's it. That's all it is, dude. They want your kids to be weirdos. That's all it is. So they attack everything. They attack sports. They attack the media. And they just destroy everything. Every reporter has to be a woman. Every reporter in the locker room's got to be a woman. Women shouldn't be in a men's locker room when they're naked getting changed. Unless you want to get hit on, right? You can't even hit on a girl anymore without, like, you're like, hey, I think you're pretty. You want to go on a date? Oh, my God. Oh, he made me feel uncomfortable. And then, 20 years later, they're on social media with empty bottles of wine and a cat talking about, men are evil. No men want me. Why? Because they all buy into the feminine bullshit. That's all it is. And you're like, why are you talking about that? What does it have to do with football? It has everything to do with football. It has everything to do with it. They want us all to be pussies. They want us all not to act like fucking men. That's what it is in a nutshell. That's what it is in a nutshell. Has everything to do with it. The players, they don't want to practice more than 2 hours a day. Fuck out of here. That's why they suck. That's why the players suck. Oh, yeah, they're more athletic. They have nicer muscles. They're not as good, though. Yeah, exactly. They're into every trend, right? In their 20s, they're into every trend, right? Whatever the media tells them, like, oh, all white men are evil, so we all know what goes on, right? Then they go to the bars and boom, 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 right? Most of them have kids that out of wedlock. And then they want a good man, right? The man that you always been. The guy that gets up and goes to work every fucking day. The one that acts like a... See, and that's another problem, too. It's like when you're respectful and you treat them the way they're supposed to be treated when you're young, they think you're stupid, right? Oh, he's a sucker. He's this. He's corny. He has no swag. And then when they get banged out and pass around, then in their 30s and 40s, they want to come back. Oh, you're a good guy. I want to be... Nah, it's too late now. Beat it. I'd rather just have a dog and be alone. Do I think we'll see the Steelers back up? No, I don't think so. Welder fans. I don't think so at all. Knowing Tomlin's record, even if first of all, Aaron Rodgers is playing good today, but even if he was playing bad, that's not the way that Mike Tomlin does things. I was thinking that too. Let's say the Steelers shit the bed against the Bengals. They shit the bed against the Bills. They shit the bed. They got the Bengals, the Bears, and then I think the Bills and the Dolphins. Let's just say Aaron Rodgers played bad the next 3 games. Do I think Mike Tomlin will make a change? No, I don't. That's just not how he does things. He'll let the whole season sink before he made a change. I'd like to see. I mean, honestly, if we were like blowing a team out, I would love to see Will Howard get on the field and see what he can do. And if the Steelers don't want to get rid of Mike Tomlin, that's right, Project PA. If the Steelers don't want to get rid of Mike Tomlin, then they should bring in John Gruden to coach the quarterbacks. It's just, I don't understand. Like, Art Rooney should just be like, look, you haven't developed a quarterback in 20 years. He inherited Big Ben. He didn't create Big Ben. He didn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he didn't mold him into anything. Oh, exactly. It's almost a curse if we win this game today. You know, he hasn't developed. Oh, the word I'm looking for is developed. He hasn't developed a quarterback in 20 years. So I don't understand how Art Rooney doesn't say, hey, look, we're bringing in John Gruden. We're going to let him coach the quarterbacks. And that's it. You haven't developed one in over 20 years. Coach Tomlin was handed Big Ben. He didn't draft him. He didn't develop him. So why do you think you don't need help with the quarterbacks coach? Oh, I agree with you, Wilders fans. As long as we win 10 games. Yeah, here's this other idiot fucking clown. What's Nate Burles? What's his name, this guy? Can't stand him either. Does Bill Cowher still live in No, I'm almost positive that Bill Cowher lives in Manhattan, of all places. Because after he divorced his wife, he started going out with some other lady, and I am almost 1,000% positive he lives in New York City in Manhattan. So. I love Bill, but, you know, just like the rest of us, our ways are no longer the ways of the country. You know what I mean? I don't know if Bill Cowher, let's say Bill Cowher was 20, 30 years old, right? I don't know if his coaching style would work with today's cream puffs. Like, I'm very surprised that the Steelers should have hired Mike Vrabel. When Mike Vrabel was available, Mike Vrabel also played for the Steelers, before Mike Vrabel played with the Patriots, he was a Steeler, and they were like, "You're never gonna play." The Steelers told him, "You're never gonna play over Jason Gilden, so we're gonna release you." And then he gets picked up by the Patriots and became a great player. Mike Vrabel is like Pittsburgh DNA. I think he's from Ohio, whatever. But the Steelers should have hired Mike Vrabel. But hey, you know, he's not. We all know why he didn't get the job. We know why he didn't get the job.
Coming up later today at 4:25 p.m. Eastern, right here on CBS, it is a huge matchup.
But according to Dino Tomlin, you know, it's the old white man.
The Kansas City Chiefs, Matt Ryan.
Fuck out of here.
This is a big game for Bo Nix. You're trying to establish yourself as the top dog in the AFC West. For him, I think he needs to play fearless and free. Push the football down the field.
Man, Bo Nix is having some season, huh?
I think it's imperative that John Payton takes the handcuffs off and lets him play free and aggressive. Matt, I agree with you 100%. And just like you're pre-gaming at the house before you go out to a party, take a shot early. You know what I mean? Take a shot early down the field. Try to get that defense on their heels. Also, what I would love is for them to work some quick screens to his playmakers.
Name a single Slack invention that's helped human beings. Oh man, that's what I'm not getting into any of that. It's whatever, dude. It's just whatever. It's just, you know, Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game in 10 years. Listen, here's something that's not, it's a legitimate debate when people say it. If you look at the roster that Mike Tomlin won the Super Bowl with, it's undeniable that almost every single player was drafted by Bill Cowher. And if Ben doesn't ride the motorcycle with no helmet and break his jaw, Bill Cowher probably wins another Super Bowl or whatever. So it's undeniable. You cannot deny the facts that the entire team is Bill Cowher's team. If Rodgers wasn't our quarterback next game, would you? Not really. I mean, I'm all for Aaron Rodgers. We only have won the games because of him. But I mean, he would have to really be struggling to take him out. So, you know. Who do I think the best player in the sport is? I hate offensive players. I hate them all. But I would have to say, if I had to have one quarterback right now, out of any of them, I would take Patrick Mahomes as definitely probably the best player on offense. You know, a lot of people are going to think I'm just saying this because I'm a Steeler fan and I love TJ Watt. But TJ Watt, if you look at all the pass rushers, he's chipped 100 times more than any other pass rusher. 100 times more. Is the quarterback the most important? And today, yes. In today's NFL, the quarterback is the most important player. Without question. In today's offensive-driven league, the quarterback is the most important position. And it's crazy. Like, before there was a lot of great quarterbacks. Now, everybody's just kind of... Football is watered down because these guys don't practice as much. They don't work at their craft as much. That's what it is. They're not even allowed to practice. Roger Goodell made rules that they can't practice for more than certain hours a day. Dude, I don't care about The Rock is a fraud. I didn't need for The Rock to lose 100 pounds to know he was a fraud. Right? Fraud, and I have no clue, but it's just whatever. The Rock is not athletic. You know, I know he went to Miami and all that, but he's not an athlete. I'm not a fan of his at all. Like I always, before his scandals, to me he didn't seem like a real person. If you're not like, listen, I don't have to like what you say. I know you're talking about a movie. That's why I'm explaining to you. That's why I don't watch his movies because I don't like him. Bro, I know who Dwayne Johnson is. I mean, seriously. If I don't like you as a person, I'm not going to watch your stuff. He's just a fraud. He's a fraud. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. You see him now? You You know what my problem is? Everybody has problems. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. But you know what my problem is? I love to eat. I love food. Steak, eggs. That's my problem. Yeah, exactly. The crock. I work out, but dude, I'm not walking around with a gallon of water and just eating salad. I mean, I don't eat McDonald's and junk food and stuff like that. My problem is as I get older, it's like I still eat the same as when I was younger. Like for breakfast, I'm gonna tell you what I eat for breakfast. I have a thin steak. 4 whole eggs, and 2 pieces of toast. Every day I have that for breakfast. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I like food, you know? Rudolph is not going in. Bro, I don't do drugs. Just shut up, man. Just please stop. Yeah, if you want to be a loser, do drugs. I like being sober, bro. I like sobriety because I'd rather be miserable and in reality than high and not in reality. I'm not a drug person. I'm not into drugs. I don't see the Lions making it if the Bears keep. I can't, bro. I'm not a Caleb John. I cannot. I watch all the USC college games. I can't stand Caleb, so it's just hard for me to believe he can win anything. 1st and 10 Bengals. Joe Flacco under center. Hands off straight up the middle of the Brown. Big hole for Brown. He's out the midfield already. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35. Right in the Pittsburgh Steelers territory on the first carry. Huge play for the Bengals. All the way down to the Pittsburgh Steelers 41-yard line. Harrison gets smoked. Jalen Ramsey misses a tackle. Porter misses a tackle. Duggar, the safety, looks like he wants no part of tackling this Brown either. Wow, bro. Oh, I see what you're saying. Bro, I don't. Jalen Ramsey is not having a good season for the Steelers. Jalen Ramsey is not an upgrade over Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's not. I'm not. I know people. I like Minkah Fitzpatrick, and I have some personal history. I can't really talk about that right now, but it's not an upgrade, dude. It's not an upgrade. It has not been an upgrade the entire year. Jalen Ramsey has not played lights out for the Steelers. 2nd and 6 for the Bengals. Hold on one second, buddy. Brown breaks another tackle. Has enough for the first down. 1st and 10 Bengals. What would I rate the Steelers' play so far in this game? A C. C minus. Bengals are missing both star pass rushers. The Steelers' offense still can't do anything, right? They're getting torched in the run game right now. This Brown kills them. So the Packers... Yeah, I think so, too. I don't like the... Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about other teams to really speculate. I know a little bit, but... You know what's crazy on that last run, right? Harrison, the linebacker, gets blocked. Jalen Ramsey's in front of the back. The back goes this way. Jalen Ramsey takes a poor angle to the ball. He looks old on the play. Kyle Duggar is supposed to be coming over, and he just jogs as Brown takes off down the field. That is not hustling to the football. These are not upgrades over Minkah Fitzpatrick. They're just not. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Jamar Chase comes in motion. Flacco looking for Jamar Chase. Ball is tipped and dropped by the Bengals tight end. Going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bengals. Yeah, Saquon Barkley, dude. Oh, you know, I'm sorry. You asked me before who the best players are in the league. Saquon Barkley is definitely up there with being one of the best players. I told you, I really only watch the Steelers, so sometimes the names are just not in my head. But I do think Saquon Barkley, if he goes to any team, it automatically makes the team so much better. He's a great player. Not a good player, a great player. 3rd and 10 for the Bengals. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Joe Flacco looking right. Throws it to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is short of the first down. 4th down for the Bengals. Bills, Bucks. Yeah, that's true. Here comes Mason Rudolph. Dude, don't hold your breath.
You're basically just trying to say, you know what? We've got to get 3 points down here. We've got to get this into a 1-point game. And if they're able to break a tackle and pick up the first down, great. But we just got to try and get ourselves in a better field goal position. With this win today,
43-yard field goal attempt for the Cincinnati Bengals. Kick is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh Steelers 10, Cincinnati Bengals 9. Do I live close? Yeah, sort of. Not that far away. Probably walking distance, 18 minutes. I'm having some issues now, so I have to go back and forth to New Jersey quite a bit. So, but yeah, 18. I live about 18 minutes from the stadium. I like to walk to the games. That's my favorite. I like walking. I'll tell you what's not nice is to drive to New Jersey 3-4 days a week. That's not nice. I can tell you that. Brutal, man. Brutal. You kind of just go into a coma as you're driving. You're like,
Extra value meals are back at McDonald's. For just $8.10, 10 and juicy chicken McNuggets, plus hot salt and fries, and a medium drink. The 10-piece McNuggets meal for $8. New CVS Friday. You would have tried to did this before I did. People are getting threats that they should be coming to us. They should be.
People that belong in this office. Those people are idiots. I'm not dealing with sheriff.
Sheriff Country is all new CVS Friday at 8, 7 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus. CVS tomorrow. This is a deliberate genetic modification. It's sick. Small man sick. Wants his own.
yeah, it's like 5.5 hours. Exactly. I mean, it's only temporary for a couple months, but it's, dude, it's just like, I feel like at this point I just live in the car all the time. It's just fucking too much. I would like to be at every home game for the Steelers. I can't really. It's just I'm just having personal family issue. Somebody's sick. That's all. So right now it's just. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Holy shit, Mason Rudolph's in the game. You called it.
he's seen enough football that he's ready to step in, and this moment isn't too big for him. As you said, 8 years in the
What the?
been here and then left and came back. And sure, he has a great grasp of what Arthur Smith's trying to do.
Wow.
Defensive standpoint.
What the hell? You called it. I didn't think I'd ever see that.
Yeah, have a couple injuries on the Bengals defense to update you on as well. Starting cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt has a left foot injury. He's been ruled out.
Holy shit is right. Like, what the? Everybody's just passing over it. Well, Rodgers didn't come off the field hurt, did he? I mean, did he? I gotta look this up. I gotta look this up.
First 2 plays for 3rd and 2. It's Steelers Rudolph and then handoff. So now you decide, okay, on 3rd and short, you stick with the ground game or do you let him air it out on 3rd and short?
Steelers offense averaging an NFL low 55 snaps a game. That's kind of surprising, isn't it, for a guy like Rodgers? Well,
Yeah, that's why they're so low in confidence.
Bro, how is this article up already? How is this up already? Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers suffered an apparent injury on a hit by multiple Cincinnati Bengals late in the second quarter of the team's NFL week at Acrisure Stadium. Rodgers was replaced by backup Mason Rudolph on the Steelers' first drive of the second half. He's grabbing his left elbow, CBS analyst Trent Green said. He's grabbing that left wrist. Something doesn't feel good on that left side. Rodgers remained in the game for one play, but went to the locker room early for halftime. He's being evaluated as we speak, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin said. CBS sideline reporter Melanie Collins before the start of the second half. We're hopeful, but we'll get Mason Rudolph ready to go. Yeah? Wow. It scared me. I thought he got benched for a minute. All right, it's. I mean, when they said they're checking him out, I didn't think he was that hurt where he wasn't going to play. I really wasn't paying attention to it like that.
For more carries from a month ago against Cincinnati at 127 yards. On the ground.
Wow, this could really throw the Steelers into, like, let's say Mason Rudolph throws for like 3 touchdowns right now. Then what? Then what do we do? Do we leave him in the game?
That means probably more Kenneth Gainwell and the rookie out of Iowa, 6'1" Caleb Johnson. And hobbling is Jalen Moore.
Well, that'd be huge. Obviously, no Aaron Rodgers, and now all of a sudden you lose Warren, or the possibility of losing Warren in game. Yeah.
Oh boy, now we lose Warren.
Gainwell in, 2nd down and 11. Rudolph comes hard in with the block and holding it off, and it's incomplete. He was over there aiming for Johnny Smith. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 11 coming out to New York and Adam Shine.
Kevin Trent, Jordan Love's first passing touchdown since week 8. Josh Wiley halted in. Extra point attempt, let's just say it missed the entire state. 19-13 Packers, running third back game.
Just signing Wiley. They lost Tucker Kraft. They're terrific pass catching tight end. How about Love's back in the game? Yes, all play.
I still think he wasn't in there, so able to get himself back in.
Gainwell is the with a 3rd down and a long 11.
Mason Rudolph back to throw. Beautiful throw to Roman Wilson.
So he's going to go in motion.
3rd down and 11. Picks up the first down. Roman Wilson's been looking pretty good the last couple weeks.
With the way that route is set up in the motion, if we get separation from Hill, Wilson able to get the easy first down catch. Good pocket for Mason Rudolph as he delivered the first down throw.
Pitch right to the rookie, Caleb Johnson, who's done absolutely nothing this year. Could have had Cam Scattaboo. I don't want to hear he got hurt. What's the difference?
With Arthur Smith now having to call plays and maybe read
set compared to Rodgers' skill set? What is, now with no Warren, what do we get with the different running backs that we're going to be rotating through there? We've seen the rookie Johnson got a carry there. He's in on this snap as well. So that is an adjustment as a play call.
2nd and 7 for the Steelers. Mason Rudolph in the shotgun. Play fake. He's looking downfield. Intent for Jono Smith. Falls incomplete.
Pass intended for the tight end, Jonnu Smith, who last year had 88 receptions with Miami, only 26 so far halfway through the season for the Steelers. 3rd down.
This ball's a little bit behind, and as you see, it's knocked away. Actually, it's Smith that knocks it away, so it doesn't get intercepted. So all week long, again, it's the wind. So Rudolph, even though he hasn't been in, there's an adjustment you have to make. It's one thing throwing on the sideline, but throwing with this wind.
Mason Rudolph throws the deep ball. Complete to DK Metcalf. 1st down, Pittsburgh Steelers. There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be offensive pass interference against DK Metcalf. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Yeah, but which one's it going to be on? It's going to be on Pittsburgh.
It's on the Steelers, DK Metcalf.
The first pass interference was a rub route or a pick route. Obviously, it was a pick because they threw the flag. This time it was just a back shoulder fade down the sideline. A lot of times they don't call that. Let's see, they're both fighting back and forth.
That's a bad call.
That generally isn't called.
That's a bad call. They're fighting for the ball. This is more Roger Goodell bullshit, man.
So I can understand why the official with that. There was a lot of hand fighting by both guys, but
Yeah, you got a point there. Mason Rudolph throws to Darnell Washington. Big country, Darnell Washington with the reception. Be 1st down for the Steelers. They're driving.
he just ran through the entire secondary line. I was like, oh, this isn't going to hit well. You got two guys coming up that combined have about the same size. So 18-yard gain.
Mason Rudolph back to throw. He's looking left. Drops it off to DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf picks up 12 on the play. 1st down, Steelers. 1st and 10 Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals 27-yard line.
He chips on his way out, little dump route. And then it's just about Geno Stone comes up and he tries knocking that arm away so he doesn't get stiff-armed.
Mason Rudolph takes the snap. He's looking left. Dumps it off again to DK Metcalf. Metcalf's going to pick up 8 on the play.
Brought down on the play with the tackle made by the rookie Demetrius Knight. He leads all
Yeah, Rudolph, it's a different feel. I'll give you that. It just feels different.
Well, you can understand why Knight leads all everybody in the tackles, the rookies in tackles. Watch how he comes up and he makes this tackle on DK Metcalf. Metcalf's a huge receiver. He goes low, gets the legs, and knocks him down. And great job with that technique.
So a couple of 18-yard pass completions to
Mason Rudolph under center. Roman Wilson to the bottom of the screen. Caleb Johnson in the backfield. Roman Wilson comes in motion. Hand off to Caleb Johnson straight up the middle. Fighting for yards. He picks up 7. It's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hamilton, Ohio. And he was a high pick in the 3rd round taken by the Steelers. And like I said, 6'1". He's very tall and rangy and strong, clearly.
Well, we just talked with Tomlin about him 2 days ago and how high he is on him and felt like he wanted to give him some touches. He wanted to give him some opportunities. Now, he didn't want Warren to get hurt for those opportunities to happen as Warren is back out on the field. But
Jalen Warren's back on the field, thank God.
Johnson in the game to get him some reps.
They're not going to go for it regardless. He'll kick it. He'll happily kick a field goal. You know that.
And he calls a timeout. So a little bit about Mason Rudolph. He grew up in South Carolina. He went to college in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and played for the Cowboys. 3rd round pick here, then Tennessee. Now back with the Steelers, he was the Johnny Unitas Sammy Baugh Award winner in college. And he came here. He's now in his 8th season in the NFL.
I don't know, Welders fans. I'm starting to think not.
And in place of the injured Roger.
Well, he had a great college career and has had some opportunities to start the NFL, had some opportunities to start Pittsburgh and has found his niche as a backup quarterback. And, being able to step in a situation like this is not everybody can do it. Standing around all day, cold weather, a lot of wind. He stepped in and he's performed well. As we take a look at Arthur
Rudolph will save Christmas. There's a possibility. Possible.
Second down, 3, pitch out to Jackson. Trying to cut the corner around his ankles. He finds Hill, and he lunges close to the 11. Got the run right there, and clock ticking here in the third. 5 now before we get to the close of the quarter. He began with 2 touchdowns.
Is Mason Root? Yeah. I mean, he could. The last playoff game we had versus the Bills, he played excellent. He had 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. TJ Watt was missing. We just didn't do enough to beat Josh Allen. You're going to have to play. If you play the Chiefs or the Bills in the AFC Championship, and even the Broncos at this point with the quarterback they have, you're going to have to at least go for over 300 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's how it's going to be. Is Mason? Yeah, he's good. No, I'll take him over a lot of quarterbacks. Throw it away, Mason.
Fourth and 2, the defense of Cincinnati holds again. As the Pittsburgh Steelers are driving, here comes the
4th and 2 for the Steelers. Chris Boswell comes onto the field to attempt the field goal.
It's short yardage. You're not going to have a big open space and that type of thing. They bring blitz and it's man to man coverage. I thought he was just going to throw a quick little pop pass to Metcalf and let Metcalf go one-on-one, but not able to see it or get rid of it. But he does get rid of it in time to preserve this field goal distance.
So here's the field goal try at 30 yards. They extend their lead, and he belts that right through from the 30. And we're
The Boz comes through once again for the Steelers.
60-second field goals in this one. Tomlin and the Steelers on top of the Bengals.
Pittsburgh Steelers 13, Cincinnati Bengals 9.
Now taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is taxes. And they're the thing about long-term relationships is
Mike 3 points down. That's a good nickname.
look at that. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell. A brand new classic. You're welcome.
Two lemonades, please.
Here.
Larry. I go with the active cash credit card from Wells Fargo here. With this baby, he'll score like a 2%er.
Good choice.
Score unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. 2 terms apply.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you to get the 50
God, I can't stand Ryan Reynolds.
decorator. Well, to pretty literally. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Okay, Mint is still premium, unlimited wireless for a great price. We're festive, we're not reckless. So that means half day. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. But we stop maybe.
That's what they all want us to be. They all want us to act like Ryan Reynolds, like we all got our balls chopped off. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't think we need any motivational stuff. We get enough of that with Tomlin. That's all he does is motivational stuff. We need serious coordinators. We need X's and O's. We need scheme. We have enough emotional rallies with Mike Tomlin and Jalen Ramsey. Trust me, we do. I had this thing yesterday. I never tried this before. I went to a pizzeria. I didn't want to eat pizza. It was wrapped up and it looked like a roll, some type of pizza roll, but it wasn't pizza. And then on the inside, it had sausage and pepper. It had sausage, peppers, and like cheese. And it was like this, looked like a pizza wrap. I don't know what it was, but man, that effing thing was good. Anybody know what that's called? Stromboli roll or some shit? I don't know, but it was fucking good. I think Jabril Peppers needs to get on the field for the Steelers. I really do. I like his aggressiveness. I like him in general. But, I mean, now that you have Kyle Duggar and Jalen Ramsey, he's not, where are you going to put him? You're not going to put him at corner.
Reports have come out about when he'll return to the field. I was told by the Bengals this morning, week 13 against the Ravens is a possibility, as is week 14 against the Bills. But as of now, no definitive return date.
1st and 10 Bengals, Joe Flacco under center. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, Brown in the backfield. Hand off to Brown, trying to break it out left. Gains about 1 on the play. Tackled by Patrick Queen, Harrison, and Kyle Duggar. Remember, the Pittsburgh Steelers could have had Baker Mayfield for $1 million, but no, we let him slip out of our hands. And if we had Baker Mayfield, we'd be set at quarterback for the next 10 or 12 years. Pittsburgh DNA written all over him. We let him slip through our fingers. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. Brown to his right. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. 2 receivers at the bottom. Flacco looking right. He's under a little bit of pressure. Tackled by Jalen Ramsey. Pass falls incomplete. Came at him like a torpedo. That's what the announcer said. Doesn't look like a big hit to me. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a big hit. I guess in today's NFL, that's a big hit. Third and 10 Bengals. 5 receiver set. Flacco in the shotgun. He's looking to his left. He's got time. Plenty of time. Passes it. Dumps it down. Oh, the tight end breaks the tackle. He's got enough for a first down. They had him stopped initially. Would have been a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Fant breaks out of the tackle and runs for an additional 4 to 6 yards. And the Bengals pick up the first down. Brandon Echols whiffs on the tackle also. Peyton Wilson always hustling into the football. I agree with you. It's garbage football, dude. It's garbage. They don't want to hit. They don't tackle. It's garbage. It's not physical. It's garbage. Yeah, exactly. They're bums. Straight. They think they're tough guys. They're not tough. And none of these dudes are tough. Handoff straight up the middle, picks up a 3. Does anybody know what Cole Holcomb's problem is? Like, he's sick. He's been sick. He's missed 3 games in a row with an illness. Like, does anybody know what could be wrong with Cole Holcomb? Because Malik Harrison is not the answer. It's obviously why he's been a special teams player his entire career. He's really slow to get off blocks and reading stuff. He's not, like, instinctive at all. Flacco in the shotgun. He's pass is complete. Tackled by Pierre. Bengals got enough for a first down. Pick up of 13 on 2nd and 6. Dude, it's weird. You don't hear any, like, how could you be that ill? Like, what's wrong with you? You go to the best doctors, you get the best medicine. Yeah, exactly. That's where he belongs. And he gets a lot of snaps. Harrison gets a lot of reps on the field. He gets a lot of snaps. Even in the last game, he got a lot of snaps. You never see Holcomb get on the field for that many snaps. And Holcomb is way better than him. He gets snaps, but not like Harrison. Who knows? You know what? He might have an infection in his knee. He might, because you know the knee issue. Maybe it's an infection. Because how could you be that ill for that long? You know what I mean? You got to remember, they're going to the best doctors with the best medicine. They're not going to like a regular doctor like we go to. So, I mean, he could have the flu. Who knows? But I doubt it. If I had a bet when we find out, he probably has an infection from the surgery. Third and 9 for the Bengals. Terrible towels are being waved at Acrisure Stadium. Steelers are showing blitz. Nick Herbig is picked off. Kyle Duggar, finally. Has a 50, the 40, the 30. He's got some room in front of him. He will score on the interception. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Kyle Duggar. Pick 6, first of the year. Huge play for Kyle Duggar. His first pick as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
It starts with the guys up front. It's the pressure. Watch the pressure come here. Duggar's up here. He's going to drop into the middle of the field.
Jack Sawyer brings the heat. So does TJ Watt and Nick Herbig. Doesn't see Duggar. Tries to drop it underneath. Duggar picks it off. Touchdown Steelers. Steelers 20, Bengals 9. Bro, that can't be right. First pick since 6 since. Oh wait, you're joking. Okay. I don't have my glasses on. First pick 6 since 1936. Yeah, it seems like it. I was like, wait a minute. I thought it said 96. I was like, oh, that can't be right. No, that's true. That's true. It's been it feels like eternity. It feels like since Troy Polamalu in the AFC Championship game.
Paradise doesn't always have palm trees. Corona, la playa awaits.
Yeah.
For type 2 diabetes, once weekly Manjaro could help.
The thing that I like about Kyle Duggar, obviously, other than the pick 6, like, he's a second round pick, and he just looks like an NFL player, right? Like, what's his name that we just Chuck whatever, and the kid that we just released that was from the Browns. I don't know, I always forget his name. Whatever. The safety that we just released for him, they didn't look like NFL players. And I'm not talking about size and muscles and all that bullshit. They just didn't look like they belonged in the NFL anymore. Well, when you look at Kyle Duggar out there, right, and you see how the offenses respect him, and it just seems like this is a legit NFL player, where the other guy, Chuck Clark, and damn, what is his name? Why does it always slip my mind? It just, I'm like, these dudes are not, they belong in like Canadian Football League or the Arena League. Got him. Juan Thornhill. I always forget his name for some reason. Like, Thornhill does not look like an NFL player. Chuck Clark, not, he looks like it's more of a special teamer kind of guy. I thought from the beginning that Jabril Peppers should have been playing over both of them. Jabril Peppers had to be like, yo, come on, bro. Seriously? Like, they're playing over me? Could you blame him? Like, Jabril Peppers looks like an NFL player. But he's not going to get an opportunity now. He's not getting an opportunity. Yeah, he provides very good depth. But with Ramsey out there and Duggar, he's not going to play. We know that. And when he did play against the Patriots, he played well. Thornhill was garbage. Yeah, you know what? You're right. The Steelers had interceptions this year, but nothing taken back to the house. So it's been quite a while. I could have swore Peyton Wilson took one back, but wait. I think Peyton Wilson took one back for last year. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but. I was thinking to myself, I knew the Steelers in my mind. I was like, the Steelers are not going to lose to the Bengals. Like, this would probably be lock. I'm not a betting guy. I don't like to bet on football or sports because it makes me hate the game. But if you were going to bet a game, since we lost to them the last time, I didn't think there was a chance in hell that the Bengals beat the Steelers today. And if they did, that means the Steelers season is over.
Finishing up the Steelers, they lead the NFL in points off turnovers with 70 points now. That was their 17th takeover.
Look at all the fans there, man. It's always packed.
They've been terrific in that category. Let's see how Flacco responds. Half minute to play in the third.
Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Handoff straight up the middle. He's going to pick up 2 or 3.
Who takes the ball, and there's just not much.
Y.A. Black with the stop. I like Y.A. Black. And you know what? When Tomlin does bad things, I got to say it, but I really like this year's draft. I really like the type of players. I don't know if it's Tomlin. We all know that Tomlin signs off, but I love Jack Sawyer. I love Y.A. Black. I love Will Howard. I love Derek Harmon. Like, I can't really say anything bad about the picks that they made, because could you imagine if the Steelers they wanted him to take Shedeur Sanders over Derek Harmon.
74-yard touchdown return by Duggar. Steelers on top on CBS.
They called him Jog. Is that referencing his hustle to the play? Does that mean, like, because he jogs to the plays as a safety, like not being aggressive? Is that what that means? Probably. I mean, I honestly could probably play better at Juan Thornhill than this at this point. Literally. Like, I'm not even just saying it to sound whatever. He was bad, dude. Like, he was bad. He's like when you see Kyle Duggar, he really looks like, yeah, that's just effort. Like, I have to question your effort as an NFL player. You should not be in the league. Bad. I mean, I don't. How do you explain Juan Thornhill playing over Jabril Peppers if you really want to make a debate? And again, I'm going to go back to the pro fantasy football grade. When the Steelers picked up Jabril Peppers, he was penciled in to be the starter for the Patriots. Something happened to me. It was personal because he's always doing stupid shit off the field for whatever the reason. His PFF grade has him as a top 4 safety in the NFL. So he grades out very, very well. He can play. He ain't going to play now. And you know what? I would be comfortable doing this. I would be comfortable with Duggar and Peppers at safety. Put Ramsey back in the slot. Porter and Asante Samuel at the corners. And I think we would be much better. I think we would. For real, I'm serious. If you put Jabril Peppers and Duggar back there, they're both kind of like strong safety types, but I think you could get away with it. Put Jalen Ramsey back in the slot. I think Asante Samuel Jr. is going to end up eventually being the starter. Joey Porter Jr., and then you got Pierre to come in and spell guys from time to time. I do like Brandon Eck. I don't know. You know, I take that back because I'm trying to get as much speed on the field as possible. So, you know what? Jabril Peppers is pretty much the odd man out in Pittsburgh this year. He's not going to get opportunity. I think that's a mistake. I really do. Thought he could have brought some value. Flacco in the shotgun, 4 receiver set. Tight end comes in motion. Fourth quarter, 15 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Flacco back to throw. Nice throw to the boundary by T. Higgins. Picks up enough for the first down. Beautiful throw. Joe Flacco has played well for the Bengals. Like, the Browns, they're just idiots, man. They don't know how to handle anything. Like, who runs that organization? Flacco in the shotgun. They're at the Steeler 45-yard line. Flacco back to throw. He's looking left. Dumps it down to Brown, the halfback. Breaks a tackle. Picks up about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Bengals.
Let's go to New York and let him shine.
2nd and 3 for the Bengals.
Bills retake the lead. Josh Allen with another touchdown. This one here, James Cook, 25 yards. 4 total touchdowns for Allen. 31-26 Bills. 3:48 to go in the third. Back to you.
Back and forth they go there, my goodness.
Kinda how you thought that game would go, right?
Brandon Eccles is down. They're looking at him now. We step aside.
Line in football can be complicated.
Like, what these players with the soccer cleats too? Like, dude, where have the days of Rod Woodson and Ronnie Lott went? Do you ever think they would be wearing soccer cleats, Adidas soccer cleats?
The 3 for me, only at Chili's. Now serves up the all-new Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value me. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Hey, what's up?
Hunting for holiday deals.
I made everything in your workshop.
You tried making a 75-inch TV out of a block of wood. Sorry, but like her, I need the best deals. We both have a lot of specific wish lists.
Wish list nailed. Best Buy has new doorbusters every Friday all season.
Every Friday.
Who are you talking to?
Mama?
Get new doorbusters every Friday all season long at Best Buy.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time
Ooh.
you see me at the top. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name. HUD, Power of Dreams, proud partner of Team USA. Book Celebrity Cruises Black Friday event today.
Whopper, Wednesday, $3.99. Whopper on Wednesday, $3.99. Wait, what did you say?
You know, that's a very complex question, because I'm all for going in a new direction if we get somebody like an Andy Reid and we need a Spagnuolo type coordinator, right? But I interviewed this kid the other day in the street in Pittsburgh, and we were talking about this, and it kind of crossed my mind before, but he made a really good point. A lot of players want to play for Tomlin. DK Metcalf wanted to play for Tomlin. He wanted to leave. He wanted to leave Seattle. They were going to give him the money. He wanted to play for Tomlin. Aaron Rodgers wanted to play for Tomlin. Asante Samuel wanted to play for Tomlin. So a lot of these players, even if it's for the wrong reasons, want to play for Tomlin. And you can't negate that, because you could have all the money in the world to pay free agents. If you have a coach that they don't want to play for and they don't come, you're screwed. So it's almost like, I don't have a problem if Tomlin is the figurehead, but Art Rooney needs to come in as the owner and be like, we want this coordinator, your people got to go who you hired, we want this offensive line coach, we want this, blah, blah, blah. Like, things need to change to a degree. Bro, I don't know what a Mocklemizer is. We've had this conversation before. So unless you explain, not familiar with European terminology, Mocklemizer. Yeah, there you go. He does it all the time. He comes in here and he asks a stupid question. It's like the thing with the young kids. They're like, say the number 6776. I'm like, dude, I don't get the joke. What does it mean? And they're like, it doesn't mean anything. I'm like, okay, well, why would I say it then? Bro, it's a good question that you asked, but it's a complicated question because of today's jerk-off players.
Defense number 5, offense number 1. They both count to the first with regard to disqualification.
Ramsey on the Steelers and Chase for the Bengals.
4th down.
So James territory. Jonas and Gene, you can see right here. Rampant for that play.
I can't stand Jamar Chase's zesty little ass. Someone needs to knock his ass out of the game.
But in this situation,
Oh, I think both of them are guilty. We don't want them to act like men. We're just going to throw a flag on everything because we're the National Pussy League. Joe, 4th and 1 for the Bengals. Joe Flacco under center. Man comes in motion. Steelers showing blitz. Jamar Chase comes in motion. They're just trying to draw the Steelers off, it appears to be. Steelers faithful is going crazy. What's my opinion on players wearing chains? I absolutely hate it. Look, you can't be a man. Take off the chain and leave it in the effing locker room. I mean, I don't really care about the teeth thing. That's whatever, dude. But, like, they all wear, like, the grandmom's chain on their neck. It's, like, the most feminine gold chain I've ever seen. You don't need to wear a gold chain during the game. Jamar Chase, losing his mind, takes off his helmet. The zesty warrior. Another flag on the play. Jamar Chase can't handle it. Just knock him out, man. Jalen Ramsey got disqualified for throwing a punch. Jabril Peppers is coming in now. They're showing the replay now. Jalen Ramsey throws a punch after the play and grabs him by the face. Just fucking stupid, man. Fucking stupid, bro. Like, they're acting like they're lovers out there. Like they're in a lover's quarrel. That was stupid, man. That was dumb.
And so now that safety position takes another hit. They're going to have to kind of maneuver some players here.
Jalen, just get off the field. It's over, bro.
Clark has come in at the safety.
At the top of the screen, watch here. You're going to see Ramsey. He takes the left hand, throws a punch to the face mask, but then rips out the face mask. Ultimately, Jamar Chase's helmet comes off.
Like, do you have any self-control? Like, any self-control at all? You just cost the team 15 yards, too?
We don't know what happened before that.
We don't know what happened before. It doesn't fucking matter what happened before that.
Personal fouls, and this is something that's been going on all game. We can go back to the first half. And the trainers even trying to get in there. And go back to the first half. Big hit.
Sleepy boy, uppy dog. Come on, stop, please, okay? You can't control who makes it. Just, I don't need to get whatever. Just, you know what you sound like to me? You sound like you're from internal security trying to get me to say stupid things. So why don't you go beat up your wife, have a drink? Like, dude, you're like pushing me to say something stupid, and it's just dumb. So I'm not falling for the stupid trap. Whatever.
Well, as we said, they've already had a bunch of shuffling going on in that secondary to begin with. But now you lose an all-pro and Jalen Ramsey. And you give them a first down instead of having to make it on fourth.
Yeah, in turn, I have like this thing going on. I can't really say. I can tell you eventually one day what's been going on, but I have like this suit going on. So they always try to. They live on my social media, trying to get me to say stupid things, so they can bring it to like, you know. I can't really talk about it, but they try to do it all the time. They live on my social media. So one day I could tell you everything what happened. Just after December, not right now. But yeah, we got fixers. There used to be fixers that are like, I can't really say too much, but they're internal security. They used to be beat cops. They used to beat up purple hair skateboarders who are alcoholics and drunks, and now they got different employment and they're fixers for certain people. So they try to get me in trouble because they're losers. 2nd and 5 for the Bengals.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
I mean, yeah, Heath Miller didn't do that type of stuff. I'll give you that, but you know, it happens, bro. I mean, here's why it's stupid. Because on the next play, during a live play, you can knock his head off and just get a penalty for like targeting, right? And you wouldn't be thrown out of the game. So if I'm playing Jamar Chase and he's talking the whole game, like, don't worry, bro. Eventually, I'm gonna knock your head off, or I'll tell you what, I'm gonna hit you low and blow your kneecap off your body, and then you're not gonna get a penalty. So if you just go low and go at guys' knees all the time, you're not going to get a penalty. And the players hate that worse. So, like, throwing a punch after the play is just retarded. And to me, that's a lack of respect for Coach Tomlin, not anything else. But is it an emotional overreach? Yeah. But everything else you say, I get, whatever. But it's like, dude, come on. Yeah, I'm not Dino Tomlin. If I can't say certain things, my channel will get banned. Well, I agree with you there.
You're not AJ Brown, but we'll treat you like him. Open 24/7. It feels good to get the star treatment. It feels good to Geico. New CBS tomorrow.
Look, the racial makeup of the league will always be the same, right? It will always be forever. It will be black, white, Samoan. That will be the racial makeup of the NFL forever. Mostly black, then whites, then Samoans. That's it. And it'll never change. Because football is mostly a game of economics, right? Yeah, you're going to get some players like a Brian Cushing. I mean, he's a steroid cheater. He's been a cheater his whole life. Who they grow up in rich families and they just happen to love football and they make it to the NFL. Those people are few, right? It's usually farm boys, guys from backgrounds that aren't exactly the best. You know, Samoans, the same thing, like it's a way out, or, you know, because it's part of the culture in the islands. So, but the racial makeup of the league will always be the same. It's never going to change, ever, never. And it hasn't, and it never will. Yeah, there used to be more white players in the past, but it was still mostly a black league. Well, I can't disagree with you with Tomlin about that. Wow, Chuck Clark is in the game. Weren't we just talking about him? Chuck Clark takes over for Jalen Ramsey. Not Jabril Peppers. I'm not a fan. The drive that wouldn't end, yeah. Third and 2 for the Bengals. 5 receiver set. Steelers showing blitz. Handoff straight up the middle. Brown's got enough for the first down. Jalen Ramsey just killed the Steelers here with that stupid penalty. Exactly. To be liked is not the same thing as being respected. The player is like, I don't They like Tomlin, but I don't really think they respect him how people think they respect him. I think they like playing for him because they know he's like too laid back in a way. Great point. Like, players ain't doing that on Bill Belichick's team. I can tell you that right now. And if they keep doing it, they ain't going to be part of the team for long. Where with the Steelers, you could carry on for 2 or 3 years and they still won't get rid of you. Like George Pickens, I don't care how much success George Pickens is having with the Dallas Cowboys. He should have been off the Steelers like 2 years ago. So it's just, but that's Tom. He puts up with it. I wouldn't put up. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't put up with it. 2nd and 10, Bengals. Flacco in the shotgun. He's looking to his left. He's on the front. Nick Herbig with the sack. Brings him down. Sixth sack of the year for Nick Herbig. The Hawaiian Nightmare bringing the heat. Herbig needs to be the starter over Highsmith. The great thing about Herbig is he doesn't even when the offensive lineman comes out to block him, he doesn't engage. He don't even put his hands on him. He'll step down, dip. He goes around and he doesn't even engage the offensive lineman. That's all Alex Highsmith does is bull rush. And he got one move, and if it gets stopped, it's over. Alex Highsmith, most of his sacks come from second effort. So if nobody's open and the quarterback is not decisive, he'll get a sack. Nick Herbig creates a sack. He does a swim technique low. He don't even make contact with the offensive lineman. Nick Herbig needs to be the starter. They're not going to take T.J. Watt off the field. Highsmith is always hurt. Pec injury. 3rd and 22 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh Steelers 20, Cincinnati Bengals 9. 9 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the football game. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. 3 receiver set, Brown to his left. Flacco's got time. He steps up in the pocket, throws it deep. Pass ball's incomplete. 4th and 22 for the Bengals. Brandon Eccles with the coverage. WCW. I watched WWF as a kid. I haven't watched it recently. But back then it was better. I was a kid. It's all about muscle. Lex Luger. They were all big and muscular. Today's guys are a little bizarre, if you ask me. 48-yard field goal attempt for the Cincinnati Bengals. Kick is up. Kick is good. Pittsburgh Steelers 20, Cincinnati Bengals 12. Today's wrestlers, because they're not muscular or even athletic, most of them, they have some stupid cover. What's his name? Who's the professional wrestler that tried MMA and got smoked, got his butt beat in? What's his name that he's so popular? What's that wrestler's name? Jim. Yeah, CM Punk. CM Punk, his look and his style, he couldn't be able to wrestle when I was... Dude, they weren't going for that. The Road Warriors, that kind of rough, rugged, lift weights and eat steak. These guys now are they look like some weirdo behind the 7-Eleven selling vapes or something. I don't think he was too old, dude. He's just not a fight. He doesn't have that in him to fight. I don't think it had anything to do. Yeah, it would help if he started. It would help if he started when he was younger, obviously. But I don't think that's who he is as a person. I don't think he's a fighter. He'd be a decent actor. A lot of them, yeah. I know things, but they look like guys that you would see at a rave or selling vapes behind a 7-Eleven or that wouldn't fly when I was a kid. You wouldn't be able to wrestle.
Shop deals on toys with these hooligans. Or be regaled by Uncle Bob
Andre the Giant, Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy, Lex Luger, the one Steiner that was juiced out of his mind. Yeah, Brock Lesnar is the exception. Brock Lesnar to me is a wrestler, not UFC, because the UFC was letting him take steroids, dude. You know what I mean? Like, when he fought Mark Hunt, he failed the steroid test, and Dana White still let him fight because they were going to make so much money. Like, Brock is you ever seen him off the steroids? He's, like, literally half the man he used to be. Like, and he's been taking steroids since high school. So, when you compete in sports and you're a known cheater, your accomplishments mean nothing to me. Like, Brock Lesnar was national champion in wrestling in college, but he was juiced out of his gourd. It's like Brian Cushing. I don't want to hear about Brian Cushing being an animal or one of the best. No, he's not. It's juice. It's steroids. Oh, yeah, Brock Lesnar, look it up. I did a video on Brock Lesnar talking about this. He was in high school, like 16 years old, and he got a shipment of steroids sent to him in the mail, and he was arrested for it. He's been doing roids his whole life. Look at him when he comes off the roids. That made his career. So I'm not into the cheating. Like, if you're gonna compete clean or don't compete. And if you get caught cheating, it's like John Jones. I could never say that John Jones is the greatest ever. The dude has like 5 failed steroid tests. You know, like, for instance, Michael Bisping, to me, he's like one of the greatest UFC fighters ever. He's never pissed dirty. George St. Pierre never pissed dirty. Chris Cormier never pissed dirty. Like, if you get caught, I don't want to hear it's supplements tainted. That's all bullshit. You know, that's all garbage, dude. You get caught juicing, to me, all your accomplishments go out the window. Brian Cushing, even in high school, he was a cheater his whole life. Mason Rudolph rolls out right, dumps it off to Gainwell. I always wanted to be, remember Mean Gene Okerlund? The interviews he used to do, right? So, Big John Studd, how do you feel about today's match? And he'd be like, making the faces as they're talking. I thought like his timing and understanding when to make the faces. I loved Mean Gene Okerlund when I was a kid. I loved him. They say he was a real asshole behind the scenes. Yeah, they say he was a real jerk. Like, I could picture him just being like weird in a way. He came off as a dick to people. Because I know a lot of people feel that way about me, but I really think I'm polite. But they don't understand my ways or my sense of humor. And that's how I always felt about Mean Gene Okerlund. Like, they didn't understand him as a person, so it just came across like that. I thought he was great. I really did. Like, when he would interview Hulk Hogan, those were classics. Oh, bro, off the roids. Off the roids, he's in my weight class. You know what I mean? He's just fraudulent. Mason Rudolph back to throw. Ball falls short, intended for DK Metcalf's going to bring up second down for the Steelers. John Cena is doing a retirement. You're his last week Raw. Wait, hold on. John Cena is doing a retirement tour, his last week Raw show. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, John Cena appealed to his fan base. I don't have a problem with him. I mean, I don't have a problem with actors or wrestlers doing steroids. They're entertainers. I have a problem with athletes doing steroids. You know what I mean? Like, you're competing against other men, and they're putting their livelihood, and it's real. People could die in combat sports, right? So it shows you have no integrity and you have no respect for your fellow competitors. If you're a wrestler, or if you're in like the Wolverine, the movie Wolverine, if you came to me and you were like, hey, we want you to be Wolverine, we're going to pay you all this money, but we need you to be absolutely shred. You got to take growth hormone. You got to do this. It's like, okay, it's up to you. You want to do it, I would do it. I've never done steroids, ever, never. But I would do it if that was the opportunity presented to me. Mark Hunt tried to sue Dana. Oh yeah, he wasn't. He tried to sue, and he should have won that lawsuit. I think they did give him some money though. Like Mark Hunt is the perfect example. That Mark Hunt is a real athlete. There's not a muscle on his body, but guess what? People are afraid to fight him. You know what I mean? Like I'm not impressed by big muscles, but for Hollywood and for like WWE, like all the guys that I liked in wrestling growing up, they were all juiced out of their minds. Let's be serious. You know what I mean? Like Lex Luger, he was juiced to the gourds. But that's acting. It's not real. It's not competitive. Mason Rudolph in the shotgun. Gainwell, big play. First down Steelers on 3rd and 11. Oh, really? You know, Mark Hunt? You live in Hawaii? You from Hawaii, Orion? Yeah, that could be a possibility. All-seeing Goy. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he lived in Australia. I always wanted to go to Australia. I always wanted to surf in Australia, but here's the problem. I ain't going in that water with those sharks. Not happening. Not losing a limb. Not going to happen. And I hear there's some really interesting little critters and creatures in Australia. I love animals, but I hear there's some real interesting like creatures over there. 2nd and 7 for the Bengals. Actually, excuse me. 2nd and 7 for the Steelers. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Project PA. That's exactly right. Even in football, even like then, if you want to be serious about steroid use in sports, you fail once, you're gone forever. That's it. That's the way it should be. Because none of these guys accidentally fail. That's all bullshit. Sharks, crocs, or box jellyfish. Don't they have like scorpions and like big turtles? And I'm talking more like land. I know not to go in the water in Australia. So. Have you ever surfed there? Have you ever surfed the water over there? Mason Rudolph under center. Rolls to his right. He's looking downfield. He's got time. Dumps it off to DK Metcalf on the crossing route. Picks up enough for the first down. Steelers are driving. Pittsburgh Steelers are on the 22-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. I hear... Yeah, I know. That's why I think it's kind of cool. That's why I want to like go there and check it out. I don't like snakes and spiders. If you put a snake and spider on me, I would die. Hand off to Caleb Johnson. He's trying to get to the outside. He breaks the tackle. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Pushed out of bounds. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh Steelers. There's a flag on the play, though. They call a face mask on Caleb Johnson for the stiff arm. Oh, no, he's guilty. First and 25 for the Steelers. Would have been 1st and goal. Mason Rudolph, play fake. Dumps it off to Gainwell. Gainwell breaks the tackle. He's at the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10. Gets taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, Welder's face, they seem to be moving the ball a little more freely with Mason Rudolph in. I mean, it's looked a little bit better. We might have a quarterback controversy, but we won't because Tomlin is never going to play Rudolph over Aaron Rodgers.
There's nobody there for him to go as he's just going to take off down the field. Great job of execution and timing.
Kenneth Gainwell is a good back.
Open field. Get a first down inside the 10.
There's less than 30. I mean, oh, really? Cam Johnston? No, he's not here. Oh, yeah, I remember him, but no, he's not here. Go Birds. Hopefully the Birds crash. They do look more fluid, I'll give you that. Does Australia have a big Samoan population? I heard the Muslims are all being dropped off in your country trying to overrun it too. I heard it has a big illegal Muslim problem. I didn't think it was possible to go to Australia illegally. I heard to go to Australia you had to prove you had a job before you even got there. Huge Pacific Island. Yeah, that's what I heard too. First and goal, Steelers. Hand off to Gainwell. He's trying to break it outside. He'll be stopped for no gain. Bro, some of the Samoans that I saw play rugby in Australia, I'm like, what are you eating, man? Like, what are they feeding these people to be that big and that fast and muscular? It's like eating like some type of boiled crocodile from Australia.
Well, the Bengals have New England coming up, and then 2 of the next 3 beat Baltimore twice.
Kenneth Gainwell, touchdown Steelers. Oh, yeah. He's a crazy story because he never even really played organized football until he got to the Eagles. And it's funny because my mom, she knows football, but she don't really know that much about football. We were watching the Super Bowl, and she's like, I forgot what number he is. I think he's number 69 or something. My mom's like, who is that man? He's like head and shoulders bigger than everybody. I'm like, oh, that's Jordan Malanta. And she started laughing. She's like, why is he so big? I'm like, that's just I go, you know what? He's never played football ever till he tried out with the Eagles. Like, what a story. Yeah, he makes other NFL players look small. Yeah, the Samoan Islands have a huge rate of success in the NFL. You know what I mean? I've seen that too before.
Every Friday, the Home Depot works with family farms to help the right tree find you.
A lot of it too is like mentality. A lot of those guys are laid back, and they have physical ability, but they're laid back, so like they're easy to coach. A lot of people in the United States, they have talent. And they can play and they can run, do this and that, but they don't have the right attitude a lot of times. A lot of American players are not that coachable, you know? Only a special few are very coachable. A lot of the Samoans, they're very coachable, so. Yeah, Troy Polamalu one time, he was telling a story I don't know if they were playing the Raiders. They were playing somebody, and there was a rugby team in town, mostly Samoan. And he's like, I was sitting in this room, and they all came in, and they like grabbed me, you know, like they wanted to say hello to me. He's like, I felt like I was being kidnapped. I started laughing.
Why mommy was so stressed.
Yeah, when I was at the game, when I was at the Colts game, you know Latua from the Colts, the defensive end from UCLA. I actually interviewed his brother after the game, or his uncle, sorry. But his whole family was there, and I think they were from Washington or Utah or something. And Jalen Ramsey is half not Jalen Ramsey. Tyler Warren is half Samoan. His family was there too, and I'm pretty sure it was his sister. Like, you know how Jalen Warren is shorter, like 5'8" or whatever. His sister's like 6 foot tall. Like she has like a leaner, like muscular build. Yeah, that's true, Project PA. That is true. That is true. You know what's funny too? There's a lot of Greek players in the NFL that like people. If you're Greek, you'll notice their name, but it kind of similarity in cultures to a degree. But a lot of the so-called white guys are actually Greek when you do research on them. But yeah, I think it trickles down the culture. You know, the trickles down into the NFL warrior culture. Definitely helps. But there was a lot in my section. Every game that I've ever went to in the NFL, because I always sit in the same section basically. I always sit behind the Steelers bench, and I'm in like row 135 through 137, and I'm usually about 8 to like 20 rows up. And every game I ever went to, all the Samoan players, their family is always sitting by me in every game I go to. Oh, thank you, Orion. I appreciate that. I know he is. People are afraid of him too. Touchdown, Steelers! Big play, defensive play. James Pierre picks up the fumble. James Pierre, Steelers in a blowout. Watch this. Who hits it? Oh, he's down. He's down. It's coming back. Brandon Eccles punches it out. James Pierre picks it up, but he appears to be down. Kima Watu? Why do I know that name for some reason? Why do I know that name Watu for some reason? Hey, Orion, it's funny that you mentioned him, Haku, because I love karate. I love karate, right? I practice Muay Thai now to stay in shape. I've been doing Muay Thai for like a million years. But I really love karate and karate movies. And Haku is probably my favorite wrestler because you remember that high kick that he would do? Like to people's face, he would knock them out. And supposedly like street fighter, like nobody wanted to fight him. Like he was known by the other wrestlers for being yeah, Goldberg played for the Falcons. Goldberg was on the Falcons for a little while. He made the practice squad. You know, it's not that I'm like it's not that again with the steroid, you know. Yeah, Haku. And he had like legit karate stuff. You know what I mean? Like your kicks ain't that good unless you're practicing all the time. And he was big. He was over 200 pounds. Haku. Uso, Haku. Was he the starter? Did he start at center or no? Was he backup? Project PA. The name is familiar, but for some reason I can't remember it really. Was he like the swing center? He didn't really start, but if somebody went down, he would get in. Hey, Orion2208. Is your name Orion a reference to the Metallica, the Orion, the instrumental? Is that what that is?
And drawn to the backfield. It's a 1st and 10 throw by Flacco. And a tackle made there by Wilson on Tanner Hudson, the tight end. 8th reception of the season. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 in a timeout. And about 3 to play in the game.
Well, and I think you're going to see a lot of that shell defense from the Steelers. They're just going to keep everything in front. I anticipate them only rushing forward the rest of the way. Drop guys back in coverage. Just keep everything in front. Don't allow anybody to get over the top.
Joe Flacco with the handoff straight up the middle. Picks up about 3. The game is way out of reach. It's going to be a Steelers victory. Steelers are going to go to 6-4. Bengals are going to go to 3-7. Steelers played much better today. Jamar Chase was super limited compared to last game.
He has played now, and that ties for defensive tackles Justin Smith for the 4th most games ever played in NFL history.
Yeah, I remember Jordan. I remember that name.
Webster in Steeler history today, and now is a back engaged play back to Ben Roethlisberger, 1st and 10. It's Jamar Chase.
Pass to Jamar Chase. He picks up 12. He gets roughed up by a bunch of Steelers.
And Russell to the ground with a 16-yard reception. 2 and 1 in his ear. Pittsburgh in control. 2 defensive touchdowns. 2 touchdown passes to the running back. And looking at the
Is it always hot in Australia? Like, do you ever see snow? I know it sounds ignorant, but obviously I've never been there. And, dude, do you always see sharks in the ocean? Like, for real. Like, if you were in the water in Australia in the ocean, would you be scared? Like, oh, shit, here come the sharks? Like, because I'm not trying to – I would literally rather get shot than get bit by a shark. Like, you could be like, take your pick. You can get shot or you can get bit by a shark, but, yeah, I'll get shot. Go ahead.
A coffee, a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles meal, $5.
Mom, Dad, Uncle David, girl it is.
David, thank you, Mum. David, our son. Very nice.
Yeah, it was a good game. And I'm glad that Mason Rudolph got a chance to stretch it. Yeah. I mean, he shows us he can play. You know, because now, you know, every time Aaron Rodgers gets hit, I hold my breath and I'm like, oh, shit, it might be the end, you know? So I agree with you there. I mean,
And creamy caramel of Rolo candies.
he's pretty tough, Aaron Rodgers, so I think something might be seriously wrong. He's a lot tougher than people give him credit for, but something might be wrong.
There's only one. Right now, during the cheap Black Friday sales event, purchase and get 1,500 total bonus cash.
You know what I had for breakfast today? And it was good, but I got up late because of my dog.
Can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill.
So I was kind of rushing because I was having technical problems setting this up. Dude, I had a double cheeseburger that I made with double cheese on a bun. Oh, what a breakfast, right? And then in the same breath, a couple hours later, I'll be complaining I'm fat. Yeah, I'm out of shape, dude. What would you eat today? Oh, I had a double cheeseburger for breakfast. Gotta stretch my legs. I live in Sydney, plenty of beaches. We had a couple. Wow, dude. Oh my God. When you say when you say couple of shark attacks, it's like mind blowing. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happened a couple times. No, I'm good, man. Cause it don't, man. I can't. I'll if I want to surf, I'll go to the wave pool and pay the $50 to surf. I can't get bit by a shark. No. Joe Flacco throws it to the tight end. Clock is running. Minute 52 seconds left in the game. Do they have indoor wave pools in Australia where you could surf? Because they got that around here. You're better off, man. For real. Just pay the money. Oh, how'd you lose your arm? Oh, I was surfing, got bit. The reason why I love surfing, though, in the ocean, the real ocean, is because it makes you, like, in touch with the universe. It really does. It's like you feel like you're part of the universe. Like the wave pool, even though I like it, it's like not the same. You know what I mean? It's not. It's cool and it's a good day out, but it's not like being in the live ocean. But bro, and you're gonna think I'm a wacko. I think that the aliens, everybody's looking in the sky for the aliens. I think the aliens are in the ocean. And at any given time when the ships go up and down, it can create like unstable waves and like tidal waves. And I think that's why we have tsunamis and shit, because of the alien ships going in and out of the water. So I'm very weary of the ocean. I'm scared of the ocean. If you say, like, what's the one thing you're terrified of? You ask me, like, literally, I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances on any urban area, whatever. I'm good. Any situation. But I do not want, I'm afraid of the ocean. Why are you so positive you won't get attacked there? Why can you guarantee you won't get attacked there? Everybody says, oh, you definitely won't get attacked there, but you do. What makes you say that? Yo, I don't want to see bonus coverage of the Bills and the Bucks. I want to see the end of this game. Joe Flacco drops it off. Clock is running. 28 seconds left in the game. Brandon Shields, where is that? What are you talking about? No, I haven't seen the movie The Abyss. As soon as I get out of here, I'm going to look it up, though. Is it about aliens in the water? Bro, I'm telling you, the whole time we've been lied to. They think aliens are in space. There's nothing in space. Well, there might be. But I think the majority of aliens are in the ocean. And I've seen some stuff. I made videos on some stuff. Like, before any of this alien shit came out, I've seen stuff in the ocean that I'm telling you, people thought I was losing it. But years later, everything that they're seeing now, I already saw years ago. That's why I'm very skeptical of the ocean. Remember recently all these UFO sightings? I made videos on that years ago before anybody even seen them. Joe Flacco in the shotgun, looking downfield. Picked off by Pierre. What a way to end the game. Oh, it's incomplete. Steelers take over. 1st and 10, going the opposite way. I got to check it out. It's like the last Architect was a 2000. But there's nets. Oh, yeah, the nets are going to stop the Sharks. Bro, I'm not trying to clown you, but I ain't buying that shit. They can do whatever they want, man. I just not. No. There's a reason why those things live 2,000-3,000 years. They're the ultimate predators, man. I just don't want to be their bait. No way. Trust me, there's no better feeling than when you ride a wave and you're like this, and then you touch the wave with your finger, and you're riding the wave, touching like this. You really are one with the universe. Brings you one with the universe. But I'm going to tell you what, every time I get done, you know what I do? You know when you see people sitting on their surfboard and their legs are dangling in the ocean, their arms are dangling in the ocean? I don't do that. I lay on my stomach, so all my limbs are on the board. My board's kind of longer, and I don't put my limbs in the water at all. Like, I try my best never to until the wave is over, and like, I have to get off the board. I never sit on it like they do. I don't do that if I'm in the ocean because I'm scared to get eaten. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, bro. Well, no. I'm scared. So it's whatever. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I got to get busy. I got to upload this. I'm going to make a video about Dino Tomlin. I got to make a video about today's game. Then I'm going to do a video on Dino Tomlin. Tomlin three-way. Then I'm going to see you guys later. I'll talk to you about the merch I'm going to send the people. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football. The 4, 1, 2.